Hey there, kids. It's me, Oni the Unicorn. And I'm here to tell you that f***ing your dreams ain't cheap. In fact, it costs a ton of cash to do. So that's why me and the Oh No Radio Show need your help. Just go to the website displayed below and hit us up with some cash, yo. $1, $5, $1 million if you have it to spare. Any amount is appreciated. Well, I gotta go because these dreams ain't gonna fuck themselves. See ya!
No.
No! God, please, no!
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh no.
You are listening to the Oh No Radio Show.
Eat a bag of dicks.
It's been a long time since I've done this, but I feel like tonight we're going to have to delve into the bad ass of the week. That's right. We are back with another edition of the Oh No Radio Show, episode 577. And my name is Owen. I am the captain of this shit ship. Along with me tonight, virtually, of course, is my good friend, my compadre, my amigo, the one and only Wizard Lizard, Ty. Ty, how are you, friend?
I bring you good greetings from the very white up north.
It's still white up there, huh?
Oh man, it got nasty today.
Well, if any of those people have anything to say about it, it'll always be pretty white up there in your neck of the woods. Pretty sure.
Ooh.
Anyway, on the couch in the studio, it's always a pleasure, Mikey, when you stop by.
Oh, yeah.
The Oh No Studios here. You actually get to sit face to face with me. We don't have to do this over a Zoom call. There's a very, very good reason that you're here. Anyway, Mike, how are you this evening? How is my mustache muse?
I'm doing great, man. I just fresh off like my first 2 days of a new job. I feel amazing.
Yeah, you picked up a second gig, huh?
Yeah, why not?
All right.
A little bit more money.
Make up that extra cash.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, no one likes being poor, so that we gotta have two jobs now because it's America.
Yep.
Anyway, someone that doesn't have to have two jobs, maybe he will at some point, maybe he won't, but hopefully he won't. He is a man that I have not seen in quite some time. He is a man that has been absent from the Owner Radio Show, but is no stranger to this program.
Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen,
No,
once
sir.
known as Red Sweats, the one and only Apple Zack Mills is here. Everybody!
Yes.
I have made my return, and I'm ready to start a pod war.
Yeah. Oh, you're gonna.
Is that still a thing?
I think we can make it a thing.
I
feel.
I think the guns of the pod war have been dormant for far
It's
too
time.
long.
Because no one wants to challenge us. Because we always win every pod war.
Most of the other podcasts are actually just dead.
That's-
So we
already.
won the pod war.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
Like
all
they
right.
all quit because they couldn't handle this heat.
Can't hack it.
They can't hack it. Therefore, yeah, I declare us the ultimate winners of Pod War, and forever shall that remain. But Zack, if you don't remember him, you've had, that means you haven't been listening to the Ono Radio Show for long enough. So you were on the show prior for a good couple of years, prior to you moving out first off into to Tucson, Arizona, I believe it was.
Yep. Yeah, I think I started the show like 2017, 2016, maybe.
I mean, you know
Maybe-
better than me.
Yeah, 2016 through like 2019. It was a few years,
It's
couple
a few
years.
It was a few years,
Yeah.
and in that period, you got married. I mean, me and Teresa flew out for your wedding. You got to experience some of the desert over there in Tucson.
That sounds really gorgeous.
It was actually great. It was really cool. But then Zack makes the foolish decision, or I don't know, a very interesting decision to jump and make even a bigger move here from Orlando to Tucson. Zack, where'd you end up ending up?
A little town called Bury St. Edmunds in the United Kingdom of Great Britain.
I hate that place. I hate all the people from that place. I hear
Wait,
they're the worst.
UK or Barry?
Well, I mean, probably both, but mainly just the UK in general. How did you find my countrymen?
Your countrymen, they were cool, man. Interesting people, very different but cool. Yeah, man, we had a great experience over there. It was definitely different. The UK, the food fucking sucks. So that stereotype is true.
So all of it sucks.
I mean, you can go to London and maybe get a good meal, but I mean, there's a few places. Like if you go to the pub, you get the Sunday roast. Okay, I'll do that. You get the Yorkshire pudding, you get the roast beef. Okay, that's decent. But most food's terrible. But the people are cool. The weather's shit. But all in all, man, lovely country.
Lovely country. Now let's go over some of we got to do this, right? Like some of the best, some of the worst in the UK. You've already said, worst food. What are some of the bests?
Some of the best food in the UK?
No, just like best.
Best in general.
I mean, I would have to, if I'm going here, we got to go pubs in the UK. They're on the best list.
I will say,
right?
I will say the pubs are great. I dig the Cascales. I really, really started to like the Cascales. It's a little bit warmer beer. It's you can drink it. There's none of the gases in it. It's not in a keg, obviously, so you can just kind of drink it all night. It feels like
it's very lightly carbonated, but
no, it's not carbonated.
But it's
it
has
natural.
a natural fermentation.
I don't know the whole
carbonation.
chemistry and science behind it, but and just know that you can drink a lot more. At least it feels that way.
It feels that way.
It doesn't fill you up, right, because of all the gases.
See, and I've had a few of those over my time, but are those lower in alcohol?
No.
Content?
It's like comparable. I think it's equivalent to
all right
to your keg beer. So I dig the beer. Obviously the history is rad. I mean, it's, coming from America, everything over there was just way fucking older, and it's hard to
somebody else's.
Yeah, and somebody else. And it's hard to wrap your head around some of that shit. So that was cool.
You could do you see a lot of castles, walk around a lot of
castles.
Yeah,
castles. Like at first you're like, we're gonna fucking go see all these castles. They're
castles.
so cool. And then you go to one
Yes.
and you're like, that was fucking cool. We saw a castle.
Yeah.
And then you go to the next one, and like, it's just like the last
like
castle.
the last castle.
Just like the last castle.
In fact, this one not as good as the last castle. This one's falling apart a little bit.
I think what you have to do is you have to like scope out all and make kind of a plan so that you start with like
the worst
small,
castle.
unimpressive, crumbling castle, and build up to like whatever the biggest, best ancient castle is.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah, no, I think that's probably the best preserved castle, perhaps, because there's so many that are just either fallen to time or, of course, just war, right? Like so many wars, and they're just like, I ain't building that shit again. Like,
but then you got all those crazy like German castles that are still like on a mountain high and pristine. I'm like, well, how the fuck did that happen?
I don't think there's as many of those as you think there are, number one. But number two, I feel like we've got quite a few of those. There's some pristine, really well-kept castles. I just think that, maybe there were other people around that preserved those castles in Germany for a little bit too, that like were like kind of, they made gestures with their hands and stuff like that. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm right. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Mark Hales. By the way, happy birthday to Mark Hales. It was his birthday yesterday.
Happy birthday, Mark.
And yeah, no, he would probably know. He would probably know some stuff about the castles and why maybe it seems they're more pretty castles and like, pristine castles in Germany. I don't know if there is. I don't know if there isn't. I know you made it to Wales a couple times.
Yeah, we did Wales. Did some camping in Wales, and then we went back just for like an overnight stay.
You almost got robbed in Wales.
Yeah, we almost got murdered in Wales. We did Scotland.
Damn.
We did Edinburgh. Edinburgh was fucking rad, dude. That was probably my favorite place in the UK.
Was Scotland?
Scotland, yeah, dude.
No kidding.
Yeah, I really liked Edinburgh, and then going up to like the Scottish Highlands and all in the mountains up there was really, really cool. But yeah, we did the UK. We saw a lot of it. We didn't make out to Ireland. We had like a trip booked to Dublin, and then I got sick, and that never happened. But the rest of the UK, I think we saw a good bit of it.
So how about this? Instead of us doing like your like best and worst, and by all means, tell me what like if there's something that really stands out that you're gonna miss, or that you're not gonna miss at all. But what if we play better or worse? UK US edition. All right.
I mean, US better.
All right. Pretty much all of them are going to be US, I know. Road.
No, I love the UK. It was very
right.
cool. I don't want to shit on the UK. It was amazing. They were great. A really cool place.
Softball. Road system.
Okay. All right. That's an interesting one. So when I first got there, I was like, fuck, this is crazy, right? The whole, obviously driving on the other side of the roads. The roads are a lot smaller. You have the roundabouts, and I'm like, this is fucking nuts. But after time, you get used to it. And then coming back here, I'm like, holy fuck! The roads here are insanely dangerous. Like, it seems way safer over there. I will say that.
I agree with
after
you.
You learn the system.
After you learn
coming back
the
here, I'm like, what the fuck is this 5-road intersection where people are just fucking going 60 through the? It's way crazier here.
So
Our roads are better. Their system's better.
Fair enough. Because
their
roads they're always under construction. There's tons of potholes.
They're built on old infrastructure, before cars, like they had roads.
Not as well maintained, perhaps, is probably the better, right? That's the best way to say it. What about just the transportation system in the UK?
So 100% their transportation system's better, with an asterisk. They're not. So everyone says like, oh, when you go to Europe, it's great. Like public transportation's great.
Hop on the train.
Yeah, you just hop on the train, and you can do that, and it's fucking great. Like we lived like 30 minutes from Cambridge, so we would do that like as an quick train ride. It was super. The one thing with the trains there though, they're great, they're convenient, but they're fucking expensive. Like
they're way more expensive than people let on that they are.
It's expensive,
and they're always late. I mean, I know that to be fact.
Well, I do have, coming back from Edinburgh, that trip we took there, we had reserved seats, and that train, there was everyone in the fucking UK is always on strike. Every fucking industry is labor unions, and they're always on strike.
They're doing it right now, I think. There's a rail strike. There's all sorts going on.
Okay.
Teachers strike.
Well,
nurses strike.
So I wish we could. The moment you're like, we want more rights.
Yeah,
we're
fired.
going on strike. Like, that's cool. You're fired, and we already have people who are hired.
So we're coming back from Edinburgh. It's a long train ride. You got to do multiple connections, and we had reserved seats. Our fucking the rail workers were on strike, so our shit gets canceled. So we lose our reserved seats. Had to wait for a train, get on the next one, and those were already reserved and filled up. So we fucking rode in between two cars, standing like with fucking 10 other people the whole way back.
That sounds wonderful.
So that's the transportation.
that sounds fantastic.
Like right next to the bathroom.
That
that fucking sucked.
People in America are like, I have to go somewhere 2 hours away, but for some reason I can't drive. Uber. I will just force somebody else to drive me 2 hours away.
I like this though because Derek is right. He's like, I want a good strike, and I agree with him. I like it. I like a good strike, not for any like real political reason or anything like that.
I just want more.
I just like a strike. I like the idea of us like out there.
And have
with signs,
have
and
a
yelling
strike.
and being mad together, and like let's whack on things. Like
you gotta have your strike, but the terms of like settling your strike have to be ultra vague.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
We want more.
We want more of good stuff.
What do we want? More.
What do we want to take less of? Shit. Like Yeah, a lot like that.
Or go to the UK. You can just hop in strikes.
I'm gonna hop in for stuff I don't even agree with, and I'm just gonna be like,
let's go.
Did you see a lot of them in person when they were?
No, I didn't know, but
well, no, because they're striking from their fucking house.
You don't. Yeah, I never saw that, but you see the results, and that is, I don't get my fucking train ride back, my seat. You know.
Good question, Derek. Can you be a professional striker? I mean, you just hop job to job of who's ever striking and get like the settlement from each one. I like this.
I know that there are guys that do that in the construction industry, but it's not for striking. So they'll go get a job,
hire on bonus type thing.
No, they do. They go and get they file all the OSHA
Yes.
They just go in and no job site is run like 100%.
Mm-hmm.
So they go in, make all these complaints, and then when the company says like, "Hey man, like shut the fuck up,"
they just pay them off, or
you either settle now, like you've asked me to work outside the OSHA thing, and they fuck them and like, "Hey man, settle me out, or OSHA's gonna come shut this whole shit down," and they just hop from job to job at like 10 to 15 grand. A lawsuit.
Right. Potato chips, better or worse?
Okay,
or crisps.
Better.
Better.
I don't
better
really
in the UK.
eat potato, but they always have them at the pub, so like it is good to get the crisps.
I
at
like
the
a
pub.
nice.
They have good crisps.
Good crisps.
There aren't enough like bars with just potato chips.
Yeah,
like,
just
hanging
have
around.
a fucking thing of potato.
Yeah.
And we could do that here. We could absolutely do that here.
You don't need a
Well,
full
it's because there's a
food.
7-Eleven on every corner.
There's,
dude. Like,
there's that. There's that.
they don't have that. Like that's what's worse. Everything there fucking closes early as shit. And customer service is worse. And I don't blame them for it. I'm not saying that America's better for that because we're shit in that too. But they don't give a fuck. They're just like
it's because everybody's getting paid like it's a normal job.
Well, we're just gonna close, like because we're closing, and it's like here you couldn't do that. Your business would be fucking Yelp reviews would be shit. Like they would.
Meanwhile, the guy at the pub, if you complain about his pub, he knows who complained about him online, and he's just gonna go like,
"You're not allowed at the pub anymore.
You're not allowed, or you're gonna get thumped."
But things just close. Things just close early there, and I don't know if it's a weather thing, like it's a seasonal thing.
It is
here in Florida, like you don't have that, right? Because it's never winter. But there, like in the winter,
it's dark at like 3:30.
It's dark
4
at
o'clock.
3:30.
It's
yeah.
3:30, dude. In like most
that'd
of the
be
UK.
fucking sweet.
It's dark and but again, everything closes at like 7 something. Like
Even pubs and stuff.
Pubs will be open
Pubs
to
will be
what
open.
10?
Yeah,
like
but
10,
not even that late.
Like 9, 10, maybe 11 on like a Friday, Saturday. But that's it, man. Like,
what do? You go home and get fucking wasted?
Well, like, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
you have to.
I mean,
this is a very American complaint, but there's no like fast casual type dining. So like, you either cook at home or you go out to eat to a nice restaurant, and you have to go early because they shut down early. So there's like no quick grab and go type shit.
There's not. Well, they have
I think
Weatherspoons
or
is
the pub
closest.
is kind of your.
So just to educate these two, Weatherspoons is like a chain of pubs, and they bought a lot of older pubs, and they standardized them so that the menus are the same. I think of it almost. Tell me if I'm right. But I think of it as like the TGI Fridays of the United 100%. Kingdom. Yeah.
So when I first moved there, like, coming from America, it's the fucking in-your-face billboards, big flashy signs, Applebee's, all these TGI Fridays, Chili's. They're not like disguising what they are. They are what they are. They're these corporate fucking mega restaurant chains. There, you think at first it's like all like quaint British towns. They don't have any of that, which they don't. There's like not all the signage, all that fucking in-your-face ridiculous shit, but it's just under the covers. It's like hidden, and it's because all these pubs, which are independently owned, privately owned, they all run the same food vendors.
A lot of them. Like there's still some old. Of course, there's some old standouts.
Yeah, no, there's definitely some independent places that have great food, whatever. But they all have this shit like vendor.
But to an American just going over for the first time, they see it. They're like, "Oh, this is a real British pub."
Well, Zach,
Yeah, and then
they're
it's like,
in
and then it's like they're
TGI
microwaving.
Yeah.
Yeah, like your
Zach, I hate to burst your bubble, but America's restaurant industry is supplied by like 3 companies.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
that's what
Cisco, U.S.
no,
Foods.
No, I know
and,
that.
like,
I know that,
CBI.
but I'm not. But
I mean, there are more,
but there's restaurants that do make good food with that
Yeah.
supply. This is like your TGI Fridays and your Chili's in the sense that it's like the same exact thing
Exactly.
in all of them.
They all
okay.
they're all doing
they're-
the same
It's
special.
the same
for
menu that looks like
what the Brits call chicken wings, and they are chicken
Yeah.
wings, but man,
They're terrible.
They're
They don't know how to do
terrible.
chicken
They don't
wings.
know how to. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's one thing they definitely haven't figured
no, yeah.
out.
I don't mean that they're just ordering from the same vendor. They're making
literally
they're
making
contracted to make this menu.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Have
Yeah.
these particular drinks and specials behind the bar, behind the
Yeah.
everything is
So
regimented.
it's a
so
Chili's, but it just doesn't have the sign. If that makes
Yeah,
sense, you know what I mean.
it's-
It looks like a pub.
It's all, but
And-
it's
and
all.
It looks like a
bought by
pub,
this
feels like a
big-
pub. You can walk up and grab, like it has pub tendencies, but
It's a corporate.
it's a
entity.
corporate entity.
Yeah.
Then there's really no.
Mark Hales is probably
You-
pissed at
you
me by
like-
this
you
point. I'm
can't
probably getting
tell.
all this wrong. I love you,
Like, you
Mark.
can't
Yeah, I
tell
love your
from the
country.
outside.
He's driven off the road.
Like-
It's fine.
No, because they're all like old, 200-old-year building or whatever, probably
if
even
you
older.
know it's a Weatherspoons, then yes, you know. But that's like all that would really be known to you if you weren't from
Yeah.
we see at
Right.
Weatherspoons, we know, okay, that's what that is. And trust me, we've all eaten there, we've all got drunk there, we've all
I've
you
had
know,
2 for 1
it's still a
Presidente
good time.
margaritas.
it's
at-
still a
at
good
Chili's.
time, but you
It's
might
just-
want something a little better. You
Yeah.
might want something a little different,
Or
right?
more
But-
homegrown, like just something a little more authentic.
Right, exactly.
And they're meant to. The reason they do it is they take over these old pubs that have
Defaulted.
well, yeah, and in some cases, but they usually have a beautiful exterior, right? So it's not like a Pizza Hut where every Weatherspoons looks like every Pizza Hut looks like a Pizza Hut, right?
Right.
Or used to back in the day.
the big red root.
Right. It's not like that. They go into a town and then they take
Yeah, a
over
spot.
what a pub was.
Yes.
They make it theirs.
And it's not called. It's just called Mason's Arms,
Right,
or
right.
the Fox Inn. Or,
Weatherspoons.
Yeah.
It's like there'll be the little,
Yeah.
you know.
yeah, and then they just have the same menu as the other 100 chains, but with different
Right.
names, different signs.
It's
Yeah.
Did you notice any other weird things like that? Like I'm trying to think.
There's so much shit. I just I can't think, but yeah, I
we
don't
could
know,
do
man.
100 podcasts, and you
Yeah.
would keep coming up with
Yeah.
something else, right? That you're
It's
like,
weird
"Oh,
now
by the
talking
way."
about it because I lived there for over 2 years, so it became normal. So they're not coming to my mind right
Sure.
away because that was home, man. Like it was cool. I mean, it was if you would have talked to me like a month or maybe even 6 months after being there to have all the weird shit, but then it becomes normal and you're like, oh, this is just the lifestyle here, you know?
Yeah. I'm glad that you had a good time. I'm glad that my motherland was all right.
It was great. It was
right?
awesome, man.
You had more good things to say about it than bad.
Yeah,
I think,
man.
Right?
Everyone was super friendly. I loved our little town, like walking everywhere. That kind of vibe, like it was an old, quaint British town, it was awesome, man. Definitely.
What will you miss the most?
Probably that. Just like our place and like where we lived was just
A small village.
small village. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was cool. It was just relaxing. Like it was just chill. It was just different. You know, it's not like, if we went out on like whenever, like unless I never got my car unless I was like driving to work or we were leaving town. You know what I mean? Like on the weekends, you just walk everywhere. You go to the pub, you go to the brewery, you go to whatever, the market, like all that shit. It was just cool, man. Different. It's definitely different.
I mean, in a weird way.
Here, I'm fucking driving down the street. You know what I mean? It's
Sure.
just different. Like,
And I've got the closest out of all of us, I think, to having that, right? Like I've got a pub like that I can walk to very conveniently. I've got like a few different places I can go, different restaurants. In my little area where you used to, of course, live, in my seriously just only couple of blocks, I've got a lot of options and way more than the average person in Orlando does, of decent places to walk and pick things up. In a sense, it's the closest thing that we can get to a middle of Orlando village. With we've got them College Park sort of has them different niche areas,
Yeah.
milk districts and what have you.
Oh, and I think I got you beat.
Really?
Yeah.
What do
So it's my apartment, and then
Yeah, but you're apartment
hold
people.
on.
I don't want to talk to
hold
apartment
on,
people.
hold on,
Ah.
and then right next door is the 7-Eleven. Right next to that is a small strip mall that has a Greek.
See, I don't want to be a strip mall. No, strip mall is in a village, man. Strip mall.
Total village.
No.
I have
This is what Americans think. They think strip malls are villages.
a Greek joint.
That is the most American
That
thing.
is the most American thing
Yeah,
ever.
but listen, a Greek joint, an Italian joint, a Mexican place with a full bar. I can get my hair cut,
Okay.
and
Dude.
I can get, I believe, my nails done if I decided to.
I got all that too. And it's not in a strip mall. Like, that's just. Well-
Parking spaces better here.
Yeah.
Goddamn, so small, dude.
It's so small and not many of, and most places.
And not any
You got to pay
of them.
for them. And you got to pay
You have to
for
pay to
them
park everywhere.
everywhere.
Literally everywhere.
Everywhere. You got to pay to use the pisser in a lot of places.
Hey, dude, 100%. So we moved there in 2020 COVID. Dude, you could not piss in public
In anywhere.
It was a goddamn travesty. Like I almost pissed myself several times. My prostate aged significantly in that first
Like
year.
you can't.
Like,
There's
dude,
no.
they make
peeing
you
allowed?
pay.
You have to pay, and then that first year during COVID,
They
like
just closed all those, right?
They closed them.
They didn't want people
Like-
in those public bathrooms, they were closing those enclosed spaces that didn't need to necessarily be open. And I think they were thinking of it of like, by having these open, we're encouraging people to be out in public. And they were so strict about
yeah,
that.
it was terrible.
So they were so strict about that like, what does it cost usually to just pee in one of those? Is it 20p?
Yeah, probably like 20p.
20p,
something like that,
it's
yeah.
usually
unless
about-
you're in
yeah.
like London, and then they get you for the.
Oh, I'm sure they get you for 50
Yeah,
or
yeah.
40.
Bro,
or
I'd be saving up a. Oh, if you're gonna make me pay to piss, I'm.
But
gonna
that's
piss.
Well,
that's
that's why
pretty
in
standard in
some-
like the rest of the world. Like
Yeah.
that, which is weird, but it's a thing. Like
But that's also why a lot of those alleys smell like piss. And you find,
Dude,
and you find
okay,
places to
could you
piss.
imagine the revenue generated here in America if they just decided that, like, yo, man, if you want to piss in any one of these public, like, shopping places you go into, you have to pay like 50 cents
And-
to take a leak.
Oh, it would be a way different. Yeah, people would freak out
Yeah,
here if that was
yeah.
the case. And it's different over here because almost every store, right? You can walk into a Walgreens, they've got a bathroom. You walk into a Publix,
they don't have that.
They don't have that. They'll be in like shopping centers where they will be built around the idea that those places will not have an individual bathroom. They will. It's like more like a mall scenario
Yeah.
where there is a public bathroom within the shopping center, and so they can just close down the shopping center. Right. And even some places, like you will find, like say a Tesco or something that has a public bathroom in it, but those places, even though you're shopping there, will still make you pay.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
and that's what always gets me. It's not
Yeah.
like, imagine going into a Target, you're spending $300 of candles and fucking bullshit from Target.
Yeah.
And they made you pay,
Yeah.
50 cents to go take a piss.
Yeah.
People
fine.
would not act kindly.
And you had to
this.
pay to park.
And you had to pay to park. With a pleasure.
Bro, you know how? But here's the deal.
And I don't disagree with this, but sorry, you have to pay for every fucking bag, every plastic bag. You could plastic
yeah.
bags are not free
No,
anywhere, which I kind of like because it's like most people just get way too many plastic bags and it just becomes a problem for the earth. But there you actually have to pay, so it makes you more conscious of like, do I really need a bag?
So you either and people take bunches of plastic bags to the store,
Yeah.
or they have, of course, tote bags.
Dude, and they're
canvas
not
bags,
cheap.
and they're not cheap.
Dude, they
either.
charge you like 20p a bag.
Yeah, they tell you like imagine 25 cents every time you went shopping on top of your bill. 25 cents for every bag that you got.
Don't care,
You would do it.
bro.
Take
see,
Take a backpack.
You
see, here's my
Don't-
issue.
don't care about what? Don't care about the money, or
Yeah,
don't care
I don't care about the
about
money.
Okay, all right.
Because my wife nags me about these things too, where it's like, I'll go to like a foreign ATM, like a non-local ATM,
Oh, and spend the
and then
$2
it's like
fee.
$2, and
yeah.
she's like, "Why didn't you just drive over to Publix?" I'm like, "Cause I don't fucking care. It's $2."
I fall
Yeah,
into
but-
that trap. I will fall under with you, Mikey. I will if it's
Yeah, I don't care.
if it's for drugs, just spend the extra money.
Why not? Like,
Yeah,
why?
yeah.
Why am I gonna drive out of my way to when I'm on my way to go buy pot to go
Yeah.
to Publix when I can just stop The $2 is so worth it for me to
Yeah,
not have to fuck around.
I won't care once I get the pop. You know,
I'll forget.
I'll forget about the $2.
I'll forget. I won't even forget because it's unimportant. I'll forget because I don't remember anything.
But every time to park, every time to pee, every time to get a bag, that shit adds
I
up.
wouldn't go out. I'd go out
Shit
even
adds
less.
up.
I would go out even less.
Well, you're not gonna have any fun at the pub, are you?
No, I'll just walk to whatever
Well, yeah,
gross
you're
local
walking to the
pub
pub,
full
yeah.
of oldies and
Walk into your local
fat-
Weatherspoons.
fat
you're-
Brit fucks.
He would live at Weatherspoons. He would live at.
I would be
Oh,
the
yeah.
most regular at they'd be, oh my god,
Like,
my beef.
Yeah. And you think you're like the big shot in town.
No, I don't. I
they're
know
like,
that I'm a bum.
Do you want your regular, sir? And it's like his regular is Jack and Coke and already pre-measured. No, like nothing special about it. No. And
No
know,
ice. I'm just gonna drink it warm.
six wings. 6 wings.
Yeah, and those weird wings
And
for
then-
sure.
Yeah, those weird. They're little wings, aren't they? They're
just
No.
not good.
Oh, and that's dumb. Carvery dinner every time.
Oh yeah, full carve. Yeah,
carve.
they would look at you and be like, "That man is a full carver.
Full carver.
You're a walking full carver.
You know it.
Yeah, that's what I love about you. It's maybe, yeah,
Bro, I'm just simple. I'm easy to please in that
yeah.
respect.
I bet you would have loved my mother's cooking. Like,
Well, I love your mother.
well, yeah.
So I would have, by default.
Next time I get her
eaten
over
it and
here,
loved
I'm forcing that woman to cook us a full English, and everyone's coming around.
Oh.
And just doing it. Oh no, full Sunday roast. I don't want to
Yeah.
get you in the morning. A full
Well, let me just tell you,
what,
American
full
breakfast
English?
so much better than
Oh,
English breakfast, dude.
boo this man.
English breakfast is garbage,
They
dude.
each have their place, but English breakfast isn't garbage. I can understand why you like.
You
your
would have to
American
grow up on
breakfast.
that shit to like it.
It's what it is.
Yeah.
Like you don't like the beans, right?
No, it has no
Oh, it's
place on a
great.
breakfast
It's great.
plate.
It's great.
The black pudding, garbage.
So now I'll agree with you on
the
that.
mushrooms,
like,
garbage.
Mushrooms
A
are the
fucking-
best part. Mushrooms
a
are the
roasted,
best part.
a roasted, or a roasted tomato. Like that's not a side, dude. That's like a
Oh, it's
garnish.
delicious.
But
Oh,
they
no, it's
serve it as if it's a
Oh
side.
no, it is a side because
No.
you cut it, you mix it with things. you
Isn't
put
there like 20 some odd pieces to like a full English breakfast?
I mean, it's not that many, but like some places they'll do it about what, like 7 different items.
Yeah,
and,
so
like you
it's-
can sometimes pick and choose what you want. certain
What, eggs,
places.
bread?
Yeah,
It's usually
You
tomato,
gotta have
mushrooms.
eggs, bread.
So it's sausage, and then the sausage is like a. I don't really care for the.
See,
like,
I guess
Blood
that's
sausage, isn't it?
It's not
No,
though.
it's like a
blood.
sau-
See, that's what the black pudding is more of this
Yeah.
blood sausage thing. The English sausage are more bangers.
Yeah.
They're different. I don't really even know how
They're
to
not
explain
cooked
them.
well. Like I like sausage should be like a little crispy to me, and they're like soft.
They can
They
be.
probably just boil them.
No,
Yeah.
they don't
Fuck.
boil them. There's some good sauce. There's some
No,
good
they're not.
sauce
They're not all
there.
bad, but yeah,
gotta
American
get-
breakfast, ham and cheese omelets and pancakes, like, or just scramble with biscuits and gravy. Like, come on, man, it's so much better. I mean,
Omelet French toast, full French breakfast.
See,
I guess omelet is French,
It's French.
but I'm just saying
But that's-
scrambled eggs and
yeah. See, I'm not I don't know. I'm gonna go UK breakfast all
Alright.
day. It's just so. I mean, it's
Full
something,
French.
Something.
Full
Yeah.
French for me.
Okay. You. Yeah. You keep trying to pull this French thing, and he's like, "Well, look at my last name and all that," and I'm like, "Cause you are the and the mustache." I'm like, "Cause you are the most definitely." Yeah, you're the
Pretty
most
French.
pretty. Yeah, you nailing.
Bonjour.
Nailing that one. Got it. Really in touch with the culture.
Je m'appelle Michel.
Cheese.
cheese is better there.
Cheese is better.
course it
I'm sure you
is.
could find good cheese here, but they have really good cheese.
Their like
Really good
default
cheese.
cheese is just
Yeah, they're
better.
Like
Default.
across the board, like everything.
Yeah, yeah, I
It's just
think
better.
so.
It's just better.
I mean,
I'm
I
not.
love cheese. I've had British cheese too. Don't get me wrong, but being in Britain, having all the cheese, that kind of excites me.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. No, British cheese is I think they have a different what is it? Pasteurization.
They don't pasteurize
Yeah,
it.
yeah. So it's fresher and not fresher, but it also means that it ages differently, so you get different tastes and textures of cheese. So it's not. I mean, I guess it's not as regulated by like the FDA and all of the like.
Ooh, our food
I don't know.
regulation is so strict,
dude. Clotted cream, dude. That's
pretty good.
That is fucking good.
That's some good shit.
That is the shit. That's probably one of the best.
What are you putting that on?
So the traditional way they serve it is like an English muffin, or was it an English muffin? It's like a biscuit. To me, it's like an American biscuit. I don't know what they call it.
English muffins are close to American biscuits.
Or scones. They call them scones. But what they call scones is an American biscuit.
Yes. Yes.
And what we call scones are unedible.
Yeah. So you would have like a biscuit and with jam and clotted cream, and it's essentially a type of butter. I don't really know, but it's a little bit sweeter.
It's like a churned
and you fucking
cream.
like put a ton on there, dude, with the jam, dude. It's so fucking good.
It all melts together.
If you guys can get any of that here,
I don't know.
Because it's not. I don't know that you can. Because
I don't think you can.
It's not pasteurized.
I think you'd have to go to one of these like really small farms.
I'm sure you can get it somewhere.
You can get it somewhere, but you'd have to get it from a small like Amish
dairy farm,
or like it'd be like I bet you the Amish will sell you that shit.
Get some of that shit, Ty. Clotted cream.
Yeah, clotted
cream. It's so good.
Well, I know like
there's a lot of cheese up here too.
I know you can't get like raw milk here because it's against.
Yeah,
it's against
you
the
have
law.
to. You have to go out of your way to get it. And there's. Do you ever? Did you come across what is it? I know they have powdered milk. They have milk that you don't have to put in the fridge. They've got all sorts of weird milk substitutes up there that are over there that are weird. Yeah, just the milk though tastes different.
Yeah,
for sure. Why you brought that up? The milk tastes different. Cheese tastes different. Water, depending on where you are. Water can be very good water.
We drink tap water.
Tap water, and you don't have to worry about
their water
it
is better.
The water is better.
Oh wow!
You're getting I don't know, maybe because it's colder, it's coming through a different it's a different aquifer.
I have no clue.
I don't know, but it's better. All right, well we'll move on. I didn't mean to quiz you for the whole entire show. You've also bought a house.
I did,
since you got back here. What was the main? I mean, obviously it was your job that brought you back here, but
job and family.
But you could have moved anywhere else, right? So job, family are the main two. But
yeah, for sure. Yeah, family mainly. People are getting older and people are having kids, and
you're realizing you're a swamp person deep down. You're
a swamp person.
Yeah, you're a Florida swamp person.
Yeah.
He heard that. He in his heart, he heard that weird gator growl. And He knew it was time to come home.
Yeah.
It might be cliche to say, but I mean, living away, coming back, it does make you appreciate Florida. Florida's fucking rad.
No, Florida.
And when you live here and grew up here, you don't tend to see it as much. But kind of moving away, I wasn't super excited about coming back to Orlando at first, but it grew on me, and now being back, I'm super stoked about it.
I think you're gonna have a decent time here, and I think we're Orlando is. It's. Do you see much difference?
Yeah, there's too many fucking people.
Well,
now,
there's
dude.
a lot more people, but you're okay.
Everything's just built out now.
Built out a little bit more. Do you see any positive from what's gone on since you've left Orlando? Because
dude, well,
I mean, there are things. There are definitely.
Yeah, no,
things.
it's a cool city, man. The food scene seems incredible.
It really kind of is. I know it's taken off even more, and we've got the tourism infrastructure to help that. But
yeah, there's always something to do, always something going on. So yeah, it's a cool place to be for sure.
Yeah. You're gonna say something?
No, just clear my throat. Sorry.
Fair.
Being away as long as I have, I miss Orlando. I do.
Yeah.
Fucking.
You will.
You got to come back, man.
Guys,
at least to visit.
You will definitely though, Ty. Even in that less time than Zach's been away, you will notice a big change in how busy the streets are. They were always busy, but you will notice it's pretty crazy, fucking crazy out there.
I was gonna say, guys, speaking of how much the food scene has changed, I might be working on changing that food scene myself.
Good
I got
for
a
you.
new job.
Nice. Yes, sir.
Not a new job, a second job.
A second job. Yeah, you're still doing the old gig.
Yeah, I'm still working at the old factory, but I got a job with my buddy Travis, who's the chef at it's basically like a micro kitchen.
Cool.
but we're pumping out like really high end, fancy, like really nice food. And so it's kind of fun. Like I'm learning how to make new food and use new techniques.
You doing what? You doing like it's not a food truck, or it's not for, is it for delivery? Like what is it?
Okay.
Where are you serving?
So it's over by the hospital. It's this place, I believe it's called like the Hall on the Yard, because there's a giant like apartment condominium.
So it's kind of like is it like an East End market type sport? There's a bunch of different places in a small place.
Except
like,
they're all they're all restaurant. It's a food hall.
It's a food hall, but like fancy food hall.
So we are like the fancy place in the place.
Right.
Everything else is like, sushi, Chinese food, fried chicken. There is an Indian place that I kind of want to try.
Ooh.
And yeah, so I'm kind of stoked, because here's the one thing that is really nice right now. The industry that I'm in, like hospitality, working with people for the past couple years after COVID really like did our industry really dirty.
You say butt fucked you?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
I work with the chef and one other guy because I only work 2 nights a week. Both of them actually care.
Right.
They care about what the fuck they're doing.
You found people that aren't jaded in the industry, which must be tough to find,
And even me.
Yeah.
Being jaded about the industry and like on the fence about wanting to stay or go.
Sure.
This has been kind of like a bright, like, damn, this is kind of nice. And the fact that I guess they've had a string of like losers who want a boatload of money and can't deliver, don't have the work ethic or the knowledge to do it, and they're like, bro, this is they're refreshed on their side about just having someone
because I know you're big into wanting to show your creative side on the menus and all that. Like you've done that in the past where you currently work as well. Is that something you're going to get a chance to do? Is get a little bit more creativity with like what you're making?
Yeah, he definitely said that there was, the option where if I can come up with something and write him a recipe for it. I think my biggest issue is
you got to find the right thing. I mean, trial and error, obviously, and all that. But
and I have to learn a bunch of new stuff, just because like my level of cooking isn't
quite to theirs.
Yeah, isn't quite to like what they're trying to accomplish.
Well, that's fun then too, because you're learning more skills. You're learning, what's like a technique or skill that you're hoping to learn.
So he told me the other day about a sauce they're making where they basically take this sauce, and the term he used was mount it to another sauce. So I assume that's just incorporating it,
right,
but in a very specific,
properly mixing it with the amount of flour. So you're like infusing like that one sauce into another. And otherwise, if
sounds kind of sexual though.
Yeah.
But it
can go wrong because if you do it wrong, it gets all clumpy and all fucked up.
If you do it the wrong way, or if you didn't, like it's the same thing as in like baking, where using cold butter as to room temperature or melted butter all result in
makes a huge difference. Right.
So I think there's a lot of stuff where I have the skill set for it. These are all just very specific methods of doing things I already know how to do.
Fine-tuning the expertise.
Yeah.
That's
that's what I think is going to be so interesting and fun about it. And they've already said like, hey man, why don't you just quit your other job and just come work here full time? And I'm just like,
not ready for that yet.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Let me feel it out for a little while.
No, and that's the right thing to do.
I told him outright, I'm like, in like a month and a half, my 2 years comes up at my regular job. And I get another set of like free vacation hours.
Yeah, you want.
So I'm not gonna.
No, you're not gonna fuck yourself out of that. Yeah.
And he's like, oh, that I totally understand.
Yeah.
He's like, get that from them before you decide that you want to leave.
Damn. No, absolutely, you should do that. We got to move on, though, a little bit. And
Yeah?
I wanted to move on to something that is this week's This Big Thing. So this week we got another big thing. And it's
I always got a big thing.
it's a badass. It's a badass of the week, you see.
I got a fat ass.
We've done badasses of the week in the past. We've taken a look at some of history's greatest badasses.
Yeah.
And I know you're looking a little confused, but
Zach
every week,
Mills?
Zach is a little. No, it's not Zach this week.
Is it Zach?
He's already been one, I'm sure, once, like way back in the day. But no. So we do kind of a middle segment these days where I kind of introduce you to something where most people haven't heard of. It's almost my history lesson or my educational lesson to you. So this week I'm going to give you this guy. And this is the legend of Galvarino. All right?
Galvanario?
Yeah. Galvarino. I think Galvarino is how it probably is said.
Is that an anime? I'm going to watch that.
I'm sure they've probably based a lot of animes off this guy. So, gotta be Galvarino. He was heralded as a fearsome warrior. Though it had something to do with the sharpened knives he secured to the ends of his arms where his hands used to be. So this is just going to get you started on how badass.
He's got knife hands?
So he's Wolverine.
So this dude.
No hands, just knives?
Ancient Wolverine.
Okay. So.
Stoked already.
Long story short, he was a member of the Mapuche tribe. All right. And they inhabited present-day Chile, much of Argentina in the 1500s. When the Spanish conquered the Incas with their superior forces.
So he's got machete hands.
Pretty much. The Spanish met the Mapuche from 1536 to the early 1800s. The Mapuche fought the Spanish as part of the Arauco War that lasted more than 250 fucking years.
God damn.
Bro,
So-
can we pause for 1 second?
There's that just to start.
We fought World War I was like under 10. World War II is.
I mean, there were some reasons that one ended when it did. It probably would have gone on forever, but you know, yeah.
World War II is somewhere between like from start to finish 7 maybe total.
Yeah.
And like we were so wiped.
Right,
After
because technology allowed for that wiping. I mean, I think.
Can you imagine?
Wars can't really last as long these days because there's like a end thing they can hit up with a button and like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
back then it was
I'm
just
talking-
clubs and
Can you
Right.
could you
swords.
imagine if it was a 200-year war between like America and Mexico, and the only thing we had was just spears and swords?
I feel like it would be
So-
more akin to like gang warfare today, right?
It's a constant war, but there's not constant battles going on. I think, right? Like you might not fight today or next week or next month, but there's still a war. But yeah, it's still a fucking insane
amount of time.
Yeah.
Were you saying, Ty?
I didn't say shit.
Oh, I thought you were saying something. My bad.
Wasn't me.
He's talking about the Wizard Wars and how they
the
last
Wizard Wars have been going on
for
for millennia.
eternity. Yeah,
I mean, it's that
eons of Wizard Wars.
You can't really even
Calculate,
measure it,
yeah.
like how long they've been going. But anyway, so the legend of Galvarino. I'm gonna struggle with his name this whole time.
So he's a crazy, wicked, like Chilean.
All right, you're gonna
Knife
get it.
hands.
All right, you're gonna, and he's knife hands.
Knife
but
hands.
you don't know how he gets his knife hands yet. All right.
I imagine
Is it like how
the
many
Spanish
knives
cut his
is
hands
the
off.
hand?
Don't bury the lead. So at the Battle of Laguinales in South Central Chile, November 8th, 1557, the Spanish easily defeated thousands of the Mapuche warriors. Europeans managed to capture 150 men with Galvarino among them. Governor Garcia Hurtado de Menenza ordered his men to cut off the right hand and nose of every Mapuche warrior.
What the fuck?
These guys, like 150 dudes, cut off their right hands
Hey,
and their fucking noses.
hey, I want you to round up 150 of these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And then right hands, noses.
Done. Chop them off. Now I do want to know what, like,
Why
what I do want to
those?
know at what point they're doing the nose. Are they
Are they
doing the
clip it? Are
tip?
we just tip
Or are
it
they
up?
like, are they getting
Are we
it way
getting
up
it back?
here? Because I mean, if you're tipping me, I'm like, I'm not gonna be thrilled about it, but I'm gonna be way more pissed. if
Oh
you're
no, they're
getting,
taking you at
like-
the back of your nest.
Oh, maybe they're going from up bottom, and then they come up from the nostril side and go
It's
up.
well, it's got to be easier. Like,
yeah,
can you
that's
imagine
true. They probably would
if
do it.
if
like
you're coming
that.
down, like
Oh, you're
any
gonna-
angle, you're just
yeah.
gonna scrape. Like
That-
they're chopping you.
Yeah,
from
they're
the
going
underside.
up, aren't they? They're
They're
going,
holding your head and just.
That's what they're doing.
That's
I
like
didn't-
true savagery too, because there's really no reason. Like they're not like this is why we're doing it. It's just
And it doesn't
we're
really
just
do much other than mar
randomly
your
gonna
face.
choose these two body parts to chop off.
Well, I mean,
So-
it would only do anything but mar your. It would just disfigure you. It wouldn't stop you from smelling.
Leaders like Galvarino had their left and right hands severed. Mapouchi legend states that after Galvarino had his left hand chopped off, he offered up his right and watched the axe fall without flinching. So this dude's just like,
Fuck you.
fuck you. Take one, take the other.
Oh,
Fuck,
wait!
you
I bet
think
he
this
was.
hurts me.
I hope he was trying to call their bluff. He's like, "Oh yeah,
You won't
gonna
do
take
it.
the left? Then take the right too." And they're like, "Okay."
He then allegedly requested that his torturers deliver a killing blow. So they refused. So that's what he was really thinking. He's just like, I'm gonna make a big scene of it. I'll be a badass. Cut my second
Die
hand,
with honor.
and then kill me. Die with honor. But they're like, nah,
Nah,
we're not killing you.
No, we're gonna take
not
your
doing
nose, Galvarino.
it. So, not killing a warrior was apparently a mistake the Spanish would live to regret for nearly 300 years.
Oh no, Galvarino! They took both your hands.
The Spanish conquerors had a method to their madness. Rather than slaughter everyone, they wanted to send a message to the Mapouchi leaders. The 150 mutilated warriors were told to get back to Capoliquian, the Mapouchi general, with a clear message: surrender or face annihilation. So that's why they did it. They cut their hand and their nose off, and they were like, "Go back to your
Now
general."
get out of
Yeah.
here and get out. And you have to leave through that right-handed door, you fucks.
Rather than tell Capoli to surrender, Galvarino told his general to keep fighting. Nothing was worth living under Spanish rule. So he's like, still like, nah, fuck you.
Aren't they mildly Spanish?
Well, they're Aztec and like they're their own thing. They're Chilean, you know, but they weren't until the Spanish got there and made them Spanish, Mikey. That's all these people. They're
Kinda just
indigenous. I mean,
So wait, they said that.
that's like
So real quick, they said that they slaughtered like 1,000 easily too. They're like, yeah, we kind of just walked in there, mopped the floor with everybody.
yeah. Well, that's what the Spanish did with the Aztecs and pretty much
Everybody?
culture. That's what they
Because
did.
they had guns, right? Like they
Yeah.
came over with.
Except for these motherfuckers down in Chile,
Who
pretty
had
much.
knife
Who, because of this dude, Galvarino, he was rewarded for his bravery. He was put in charge of a squadron of warriors. He told him he could fight despite the absence of both hands. He then attached 2 knives lashed to his stumps. He learned to fight with his hands without
did he
hands
put
while
the knives-
using them as
How did he put the
weapons.
knives on there? He had to
So
have
they
a
said
buddy
lashed
do
to a.
He
so I
lashed them
assume.
to
it?
his
I mean, but himself
nubs.
physically.
Oh, he had to have a buddy
'Cause,
do it.
you know,
Well,
like,
now
Yeah.
he's basically like a
He's like-
Chilean
really, his
knight.
buddy is the hero because
You know what
he
I-
couldn't have done it himself.
You know, you get like your groomsman party at a wedding, and you're all like helping
Okay,
each
you're making
other
this
with
really
your like
gay, Owen.
your fucking bow ties and bullshit, and like you don't know how this men's warehouse shit goes on. It always
You
happens.
could've-
And then like there's the one guy that ends up like, okay, I'll button you up properly. There's the one, we're all fixing each other. But there's the one guy that's like, I've done this before. I've lashed a pair of knives to stumps. Like there is the one. He's like,
We could have used a really cool example, like you know how knights had squires who,
Oh.
when they went to battle, like
Oh.
suited them up.
Men's
He had like a
Warehouse.
little Spanish squire boy who was like, "Oh
I don't
yes,
know, bro. Men's Warehouse, pretty
yes,
cool.
yes, Senor Galvarino, I will attach your knives," and he macheted him up.
That's what you got to do. You got to machete him up.
Bro, how cool, how badass would it be in like the 1500s? You're just some Spanish rifle dude who's running out onto the battlefield, and there's knife hands laying waste to the rest of your friends.
Here's the unfortunate thing. So shortly after this, the Spanish, like the Mapuche warriors were getting pissed, or they were just like really attacking the Spanish. The Spanish was like, all right, these guys are getting annoying now. Because apparently 3,000 Mapuche warriors engaged 1,500 Spanish forces. This was, less than a month later. This is less than a month later after he had his hands removed. This dude's in battle.
2 days later, he was like, strap the knives on, guys. Let's go.
Let's fucking go. The Mapuche plan was to ambush the Spanish encampment. Did not go well. Despite outnumbering the Spanish 2-1. The Mapuche started the ambush too early, while long-range crossbows, steel armor, and regular patrols along the outskirts of the camp doing the Mapuche's attack. Basically, they were like, nice try. We've got these weapons that are better
they saw him from a mile away and were like, hey, I think that's all those Indians that have been fucking with us for several days.
They saw, you know how like the Indians are famous? They're famous for their sneaky Indian tactics.
I think those were
Yeah, but like I feel like Native Americans in general, like sneaky, like in the bushes.
Native North Americans.
Yeah, right. But they
Native South Americans are loud.
But his dumbass fucking knives probably gave him like their gave his like position away because they see the reflection coming from a mile away, like from a lookout. Like, is that who's
Galvarino? Would you like the water skin? Sure, man. Pass it on over. Slunk. All right, give me your water skin. And they're just having an argument about how Galvarino can't. He needs someone to give him water.
The good news is they did end up killing that guy. Galvarino was killed. I didn't really read the end where he got killed. But the myth, basically the myth is, and to this day, they survived while a bunch of other tribes didn't. And they defended the Spanish because they were so emboldened by knife hands.
That's pretty.
I think
it'd be a way cooler legend if they caught Galvarino again.
Oh, and he has to chop something else.
All
off.
right, bro, take his arms. And so they chop him way.
Well, they do it just above the elbow, but then
knife shoulders.
Yeah. Oh, knife shoulders. So he's got a.
And then
he's dancing like a goth kid somehow.
He just keeps coming back.
Sad.
He just keeps coming back though, and they catch him again, and they're like, "Fuck, Galvarino!
What?
Take his legs.
Okay,
take below the knee, and then he comes back, knife legs,
walking on knives. Like he learns how to walk. But he's falling over. It's embarrassing at this point. Yeah, it's just He's
like on, knife crawling.
I'll get you. And it's like,
Galvarino, stop.
You like the knife.
The rest of the Mapuches are also just like, they've moved on.
And then at some point,
they're less emboldened by Galvarino now.
The Spanish clearly they do get tired of this nonsense, so they abduct him. They bring him in, and they're like, "Okay, we'll take."
There's nothing left, Galvarino.
But then they make him cut the lawns. They make him just again do that thing, do snow angels, and we'll move every couple little bit, and then you'll be our lawnmower, our Aztec lawn.
They remove one of his knife arms, and they put just a fork on the other side, and like. All right, man, you're just gonna cut the general's food from now on. That's it, man.
Oh yeah, I guess you could do that, right?
Yeah, they cut off his legs too, and they just plop him in a chair, and they're like, "That you're just the royal cutter now."
So, do you think that would? What are other good devices for
axes?
If you got your hands removed. Axes might work. Like if you lashed an axe to the end and you were just like spinning your hands around, like that could work. That could work. Knives. I feel like knives are probably the best though in hand-to-hand combat.
Shields.
A shield.
Two shields.
Two shield. Be a bashing
What?
guy.
Yeah.
You'd be a basher.
Yeah. As long as they're not like huge mega like tower shields.
Wait, why 2 shields? Wouldn't you want 1 shield, 1
Yeah.
knife, 1
Yeah.
offense?
Yeah.
one
Oh,
defense?
have you? I see you guys have never played D&D and built odd characters to fuck with the person
No.
running the
No,
game.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, 2 shields was always like a serious fuck you because it was just really hard to attack you. You just wear
Yeah.
people out
Yeah,
and then you
that's-
bash them to the ground.
That's a fantasy game. We're talking real
Real.
world.
This is some real
This is
shit
real life
right here.
shit.
This is real
Okay.
life shit on a radio show.
well,
We're
maybe
talking 250-year wars. dude.
maybe
Yeah, come on.
maybe I'll be the first shield warrior and you guys can just
No, we'll
eat
kill
dick.
you immediately.
Yeah, I'll figure out a way. I'll
Break
just
your
jump
shields.
over your
The
shield.
one guy
I'll
with
jump
2 swords
over
immediately
and-
just murks me.
Yeah, I mean, 2 swords though. Is 2 swords better than 2 knives?
It just depends on because you got to imagine like so
You
2
gotta have high
swords.
agility. 2 swords, high agility.
Yeah, man. Like I feel like you'd end up crossing over. Like
Yeah.
you got to do knives just for.
I'd like a switchable element where I could just,
Well, I'm sure.
make it.
Yeah, if you got it in maybe like the 1800s, they just put like a cap and a mount
that's
on
what
it.
I would do.
But Galvarino was literally like rope tie or like
Well, you could, if you
vine lashing.
could rope me up, like you just have a couple
Lash
ropes-
me down.
lash me down, like throw some shit on here. You can change it up. Like I like the idea too. He's at like lunch, like everybody else's knife and fork, and he's got his thing, and he's just going.
He
I
seems
like it,
pretty
you know,
respected, so maybe he would have somebody like help
cutting
him.
it up. He can't wipe his ass though.
Not
Can you
with knife hands.
Not with knife hands.
Well, not with stubs either.
you could kind of wipe with a stub.
I don't think they were really wiping their ass all that much back
roll
then,
the-
Yeah,
bro.
I feel like I
Yeah.
could wipe. I feel like I could find a way.
I feel like you'd end
to
up getting
wipe.
shit on the top of
You
your wrist a
would,
lot.
but
You
could-
would.
You would.
That's the
but
price you paid for
Yeah.
not having hands.
Yeah.
Would
To
rather-
wipe your own ass.
Yeah, but I'd rather do that than have someone wipe my ass, right? Like okay.
It's actually pretty convenient. You could always have a roll of toilet paper
just
around
right
your
on
arm.
there. Just yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I would want an attendant.
You'd be really good at like rolling pastry. I feel like with nubs. Have they ever do that with their
Kneading
nubs?
dough?
Like, yeah, you're good. That's the perfect kneading dough. Tell me, there's got to be a nub baker, man. That nubs
No, but
everything.
because that's only one part of baking.
yeah, but he can use this like the
Yeah,
whole
they'd be like,
thing
"Hey,
as
man."
a rolling pin.
Like you stay here and just knead all day.
Okay, so but think about the, like
Yeah, but he could
baker's
do
hours
the
are in the
other-
middle of the night. So it'd be, hey man, we need you to come in from 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. because
Yeah.
then all the kneading is done and
Yeah,
you
that's.
can go home.
I'm gonna
And
start.
then we no longer need you.
Yeah,
Wow.
numbers.
I would be pissed off if my bakery job said something
Well,
like that to me.
Well, what else job you gonna get? You gonna be a seamstress? No, you're not. What
Oh.
else? What are you gonna do?
Oh
you gonna be a
no!
mechanic?
I would go
No.
into the Air Force or the
What?
Navy, and then I'd be the guy on the thing who.
Okay,
with the
yeah,
cones.
you could do the cone job. Yeah, you just.
Oh, I
attach
could be
the
a traffic
cones.
cop.
You could do that.
Nub
people.
No, I think they have to point though as well. There's
yeah,
hand signals.
they can't. They're
Anything with hand signals, you're out. They don't have nub signals.
no, they don't have.
Could you
nub
get
signals.
like a fake hand?
That's
and-
cheating. What are
Yeah.
the best nub
No,
jobs?
disqualified. You
friendly?
don't have a hand.
Nub jobs.
I assume
Nub jobs?
I assume you could probably operate some
Go on
heavy machinery.
Indeed.com and search
jobs
nub
for
jobs.
nub.
You'd have to search like jobs for the handless. What's the technical term for
I
not
don't
having
It's
know.
hands?
nub job, dude.
I mean, I assume you would
Jobs
obviously.
for the handless. Jobs for the handless.
Well-
Well, there is. I'm a 1,000% sure that there is a
Jobs
very
for the handless.com.
technical term for not having hands.
Well, I don't know what are they?
It's nub life.
They're nub. Yeah, they're nubs. What jobs are there for people who are hand disabled? Maybe that's what it is. Hand disabled.
Technical term.
Because they're not.
For
Are they handicapped?
This one says, I have a friend who has limited use of his hands due to a cognitive deformity. He works as an engineer writing control software, dust suppression equipment, and has been using the keyboards on the job for a while.
Well, yeah, he's got a prosthetic.
Yeah, I don't believe him.
I wanted to know what job can you do with just the
Just
nub.
the nubs. This is what I want to know. What are
Owen,
the nub jobs?
I was also incorrect. the medical definition for not having hands? Handless.
Just handless.
I thought that would be a very technical term for not having a hand.
Eric
It's
the Hero
handless.
says you should just look up nub jobs. That's what you should look for.
Well, I know I've seen that before, and it took me down some dark places. I'm not finding any good. I'm not finding any good nub jobs at the moment. But well, if you guys know of any good handless jobs,
What about volleyball? You think you could play volleyball?
You could still be a
with
pro
nub?
volley. Well, you can't. It'd
you
be
can't
hard
do
to
the
set.
spike. You can't.
You can still do it. It's just like
Well, you
just
gotta
club
get
it.
real high. I
Club
guess. But yeah.
Oh, bro, the arthritis in your
I think
wrist
that might
would be awful.
that or soccer would really be the only sport.
Oh, soccer, yeah.
Yeah, bowling's
Could
probably
you
out.
You could still drive. You could still drive, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think I could drive. I've driven like this before.
You drive with your
this
knees?
before. Yeah, I drive with my knees. I feel like I could master
couldn't.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they make all sorts of things for, that type of thing.
You could be a radio broadcaster.
Yeah, but who wants to do that? There's no jobs left.
Again,
in
you're
that anymore.
handless. You gotta gauge the reality of the
You
situation.
can't push up the fader correctly.
Yeah.
You can't do, I feel that's interesting. Could I do this gig right now if I had no hands?
You'd have to get like a little pointer for your
You
nub.
wouldn't be able to do the best bit we ever did, and that's that kazoo fucking game.
Oh yeah. yeah, I forgot about
What was that shit?
I don't know. The kazoos are still around here somewhere. It was basically
Ty, you remember that?
Kazoo Crew? I can't remember what
we all had
were.
kazoos,
crew.
and we all had to basically play a song from a deck of cards.
Okay.
And then we had to guess what the song was.
Yeah, that was good radio.
This is
right
good
there.
radio
That was good
right there.
podcasting
This is
right there.
good. That's only the finest. Still, I mean,
No, that was good. That was fun.
yeah. I yelled at some dog walkers the other day. I finally really got down to it. I'm been tired
How
of this.
dare they walk their dog?
Well, this
This is America.
This has gotten out of hand.
Were they just walking by your house?
No, they weren't just walking by my house. I live in a duplex, and yes, the other side, there's nobody in it, but no one knows that. And these people have been, rolling up literally 2-3 feet from my window with their dog on their leash, walking all up in my yard. Now, I understand it if you're walking down the road and your dog takes a shit, a couple feet into my yard. That's understandable.
Pick it up.
Pick it up. Absolutely pick it up. Got a big problem with that. And these people may or may not have been, guilty of that in the past, but they had bags and everything, and that was their defense. But they were all up. What if we're talking 15 to 20 feet all up into the yard
Yeah,
with
that's
their
weird.
dog, walking up into people's shit. And I've seen them do this multiple times. I had to call them out. I was the guy that literally was just like, I think the first words were, "Who the fuck do you think you are?"
Strong
Nice.
start.
Yeah.
Strong
All right,
start.
coming out of the gate hot.
Who the fuck do you think you are?
Not a.
You.
Hey, folks. Hey,
Excuse me.
hey, dog walkers.
Hey, neighbor.
I don't know.
Hey, fellow brother in Christ.
What was their response to the fuck do you think you are?
It was great because I might even have to try and text him and see if he can call in for the second, portion of the show. But I was on the phone with our buddy Travis, and not Har, but Crowley, and I was on the phone with him catching up, and he basically we were chatting for an hour, good catch up. And I'm seeing all this go down, and without telling him, I just start yelling at the dog people, and he heard the whole thing. He was just like, classic Owen, good stuff, good classic. I haven't heard a good Owen freak out in a while. Their main response was, well, we pick it up, and they didn't really understand what the big deal was, to which I said, well,
Stay out of my fucking yard.
more or less. I'm like, well, where do you live so I can come and just fucking like trample around your fucking yard like willy-nilly? Like, would that be cool? And then there was like, oh, we didn't, like, they're all pretending they're innocent. I know they knew what they're fucking doing, these assholes. And then I get well, I just hope you have a better day, sir, is like the,
the indignant, like, I messed up, but I'm still going to be a cocksucker on the way out.
I just hope you have a better day. Like, I'm the problem here. And I said 2 words.
Get
piss off.
Get fucked.
Guess what? Haven't seen them anywhere near my shit.
It's because they're plotting their revenge.
Oh yeah, you think so?
I can't wait for Old Man Owen's gonna be good, Owen. I can't wait for Old Man Owen.
I was real close to getting a club and fucking whacking these people with something.
Goddamn, are they kids? Can you call them kids?
I mean, they're younger. Yeah, I mean, with the age of
kids,
they're probably early 20s, so I feel like I can call them kids. God damn it,
See,
like they're kids.
That is one of the big issues. To sound more like old men, that is one of the issues I have found with the younger generation. When you get anything more than like even mildly stern with them, it just turns into like, whoa, bro. Why are you reacting?
Why are you at me? Because you're doing something wrong that you shouldn't be doing, and I'm calling you out on it.
Yeah, it's like all the call-outs they get are these nonsensical internet call-outs. So it's like when they get confronted in real life and you're like,
with
hey,
something
man,
real,
and somebody's like upset, they're like, I don't know how to react to this.
Yep.
We don't get this a lot. People have stopped like being upfront with people.
Do you get that in the UK? Was it the same way?
I think culturally they're just a little different as far as confrontation. I think I don't want to speak like.
Did you get in any like tell us about a confrontation? You must have got into some confrontation like in public.
People are pretty like reserved there. I mean, obviously in the pubs is different, and hanging, you know, in London or you're going around.
Someone might be talking shit. And
but I never gotten any shit with anybody really. Like there was a couple moments I remember. This one came to mind. We were in our town, and there was this fucking guy. Like it ended up not being anything, but he was like walking oddly close, like behind Hannah and I like looked back, gave him the eye, like, what the fuck are you doing? And he I went to get out of his way. Like it was weird. It was in like a really populated area. So I'm like, this motherfucker's like walking on my ass. So I get out of his way, and he like fucking mean mugged me. Like he wanted to fucking fight. It's not the best story because that's all that happened. That was the end of it.
Right.
But just that came to mind. But no, nothing really fucking crazy ever fucking happened. But that was like the closest it got. Where like I'm like, this motherfucker wants to fight me. I know they do fight. And, But
it's usually probably about football or something dumb like
that. But
I'm sure there's road rage. There's a lot of that. There's the obvious things that every society has. But I'm sure there's fights. But I'm surprised. Again, a Neanderthal like you, I would have imagined
it was just that just came to mind because it was odd. Like that doesn't happen to me where someone's like,
he was probably just confused.
No, dude, he was like looking at me like this motherfucker. Like he was like, I'm gonna fucking, he's gonna try some shit. And it just didn't happen. But I'm like, it was odd, dude. You
almost say something. You almost said something, but just
because it was a look that like this motherfucker is like.
Thinking something about me in his head.
Yeah.
Like, you want to be just like, what?
It was weird, but
like maybe he sized you up for a minute and was like,
probably not a good idea, bud. Yeah.
I like to mean mug a lot though. Are you guys mean muggers? Do you mean mug? Ty, like I'm a mean mugging motherfucker.
In my job, I have to give a lot of the like, hey, I'm being serious. Like this is not, we're not like.
What you just did to me was. I don't know what you're talking about. Like I don't.
No, it's just,
that's not mean mug.
No, I'm saying what I have to give mostly is like the stern, like
that's not stern. Okay, that's better.
I'm being I'm trying to be serious right now.
Right.
I don't generally.
I
mean, Mug for sure.
Oh,
like walking around public, like
get out of my way. Like,
just like
Driving,
people I don't
probably.
trust. Like if I'm walking by anyone where I
shady
think
people.
you have any sense of shadiness, I fucking look you in the eye.
I'm just like, no, I don't look them in the eye. I'm just like, I give them a little. I give them the Larry David,
So we did live in a really nice area in the UK, but it was close to like council flats.
So you get
So
all them.
There was a lot of
Yeah.
crazies over there, and there was one fucking guy who like he was just obviously mentally ill, but he would like just randomly yell. He had some form of I don't know if it was I don't know what he had, but he would just
Could be
scream,
anything, couldn't
and he was like gross, stink. Like, and we would see him all the time, but he'd always look at Hannah in this fucking way, like, because we walked everywhere, so we just saw him, yeah. And that was one motherfucker that I just always was like mean mugging.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. All right, oh no, that's what I wanted to bring up before we got out of here. Any thoughts on the new South Park, Ty? Did you get to see it?
Actually, I started it before the show, but I didn't make it all the way through. But overall, I kind of, once again, identify with everything South Park does.
Yeah,
It's like,
it was pretty good. I found it interesting because Comedy Central is now airing that Beavis and Butthead that you were telling me about a while back. They're airing
when
it
you
after
posted in
South
the thing,
Park.
I thought there was going to be more new Beavis and Butthead. I was like excited.
I believe there
I don't
are.
know. I don't know. I was gonna ask you. I think it must be like now they're airing it on like Paramount first, and like now they've kind of like got a season or two behind the belts. Now they're starting to release it onto like general Comedy Central or whatever. But
Maybe.
But you talked highly of like the latest season of Beavis and Butthead, and I finally got to see it. Have you seen any of it? You?
I saw
No.
last night's episode.
You saw last night's
I didn't
episode.
even know they were making it again.
Yeah, I know. It's nuts. So, I know we talked about this before, but originally, of course, Beavis and Butthead started with the commentary on music videos, right? In between their, like, different bits.
Yeah.
Then they brought it back a couple
So
years
Mike
ago.
Judge, right? Mike,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mike
Yeah.
Judge, yeah. So, like, when they brought it back a few years back now, it was, like, 17, something like that, I want to say.
I think it was earlier than that.
It's like,
but
it went away, it came back for a little bit, then went away again, and then came back again. This is from my understanding. But like when it came back the second time, it was all the commentary on what like the shitty MTV reality shows were doing. So they were making fun of those instead of music
I remember
videos.
that.
And now it's shifted again, so it's all commentary on like TikTok videos and like.
okay. So they've been like
YouTube.
I was gonna say
YouTube
because they're
and-
very '90s characters.
yeah.
But they've been able to make them work in different generations.
They've never grown up. They're exactly the same, and yeah, they're just still just like horny dumbasses that don't know what they're doing. Like they're horny dumb teenagers. That character.
This
can
won't
work.
ruin anything, but like if you keep watching it, they do have old Beavis and Butthead that
Yeah.
show up later.
Yeah.
So it's
nice.
they cover all their bases with where we have moved on to, if that makes sense. Like it's fucking good. It was solid.
This first episode though was the one where they go to the escape room, and then like the second.
Oh yeah.
And then the second part though, which is even better, they have Beavis with Fire, the character Fire, like where he's talking
yeah.
to the dumpster Fire.
The dumpster fire, yeah.
That
shit was solid.
And I know this means nothing to anybody that hasn't seen it, and I'm sorry, but I just had to bring it up because I knew like they're finally going out, so we can kind of talk about it a little bit because I didn't want to get Paramount Plus. I don't need another goddamn streaming service. But dude, I actually thoroughly enjoyed it, and it was just like I don't know. I mean, how the fuck Beavis and Butthead is still relevant, but not in 2023 is beyond me, right? Like it's
In some ways, I liked it more than the original. In some ways, but not always.
I wouldn't even say it's. I mean, maybe it's a touch smarter, but it's not a great deal. Like they haven't.
No.
They are. Here's the deal. They weren't complex characters
No.
to deal with, so all the humor came from just whatever they are doing. So you never had to change that. You just now have more scenarios
to
because
put
it's been,
them in.
Yeah, you now have updated 2023, and now you can make the same very bland joke, how they're going to score or how they're going to do something cool just using anything because the formula is always the same.
Yeah.
Just throw a
Them-
girl
But
there.
that doesn't
Them
make it
watching
not great.
them watching the
No,
YouTube videos.
that's why it is
really
great
satisfying.
because it's so easy to just stick them in this situation and they do the same funny thing. But they have simple characters that are funny at their base.
But at the same time, when I watched it, and Teresa and I were watching it in bed, and she's just like, I feel like I'm back in the 90s. And it also gives you that nostalgia touch as well, which is so big these days. I have a weird feeling that this might actually like take off, even though it's been around for quite a bit, like, a year or two now on Paramount Plus. It being on Comedy Central, people just kind of like having a little bit more accessibility to it. I can see it like weirdly having like a public zeitgeist effect, and I think they're smart to put it right behind South Park. It's got to be the same sort of demographic, right? Like it's
Well, here's how they're gonna get you. The way they orchestrated last night was they played it at 10, and then they played it at
South Park was at 10, Beavis and Butthead was at 10:30.
Yep.
And then
they
Daily Show at 11.
So after that, from midnight to 3 at midnight, South Park, and then they had something, I believe it was the new Beavis and Butthead in between. Then at 1, they replayed New South Park again.
Yeah, so
And then replayed Beavis and Butthead again, South Park a third time at 2.
yeah, they're trying to hammer it home like this is going to be like a thing that they
Well-
wanted to.
Well,
But
in my mind, how they're working it is if you missed the beginning like 15 minutes of South Park, you'll watch through Beavis and Butthead again
to see it.
to get
Yeah,
all
yeah.
of South Park.
No, that's a fair assessment. That's actually not a bad way of looking at it. That being said, I think it is time that we wrap up this first segment, guys. We'll be back at you at we'll call it 10:15. Now we'll call it 10:10. We'll call it 10:10. We got to get some people out at decent times, and trust me, I know how life is. Let me throw on some tunes here.
Zach, 2 questions.
Yo,
First, do you still eat apples every day?
yeah, but I'm down to just one a day
Just
now.
one a day.
Can't be doing
it
that much
went
sugar,
up,
you
it
know.
went up from 1 at one point. How many?
Oh, it used to
apples
be
were you-
2.
It was a 2 a day.
That,
yeah.
that
Two.
was his.
It was
Yeah,
2.
that was his declaration to stay healthy, regular. 2 apples a day.
2 apples a
What's your
day.
second question, Ty?
Are there a lot of Wellingtons everywhere in the UK?
Wellies? Like the
Wellies?
boots?
Yeah.
Wellingtons, no, like just food that is cooked in bread and then you eat
Oh, yeah, there is. But I don't do that because it's got, like, there's like a mushroom component to it, right?
But there's more actual
Duck cell.
wellies than there are
There's more
wellies.
wellies than there are Wellington. But yeah, beef Wellington, all that shit, yeah. You like
Wellingtons are like or wellies are like
galoshes,
galoshes.
yeah.
Yeah, they're Wellington boots.
it. Okay.
Oh, guys, we will be back for a second segment of the
Bye.
ONRS radio show that we call Oh No 2.0 in just a few minutes. Like I said, just about 10, if not less. We thank you for joining us for the first. And 407-906-6466 phone lines are open. Patreon.com/ONRS if you want to donate. Facebook.com/groups/ONRS radio show. And what do we say when we get out of here for the first segment, boys?
Fuck your dreams.
Yes, welcome back to your second dose of Oh No for the week. This is Oh No 2.0, episode 577. Woo. Still here is myself, Owen, your captain of the shit ship. Still here is, of course, my Mikey B, my mustache Mew. Still here is my good friend Ty, the lizard wizard from the Great White North.
Yeah.
And joining us for the first time again in a long time, it's our good buddy, Zack Mills, Red Sweats himself. I'm so disappointed there was no Red Sweats brought in today.
Yeah, I don't think I've had them for a while, man. That's thing of the past.
I think I'm gonna have to buy Zack a new pair of red sweats. So.
I mean,
Are you anti-sweats now?
No, I'm not. But I don't even remember how that all started. Did I own them and then just started wearing them to the show?
Yeah. And then I think I bought you a pair of America sweats.
Yeah, I did have some American.
Yeah. Those happened later down the road. Yeah. You must have lost them in the move. I get it.
Right.
Tell everybody a little bit about what's going on with you and your termite problem at home.
Oh, okay. So we just bought this new house and
riddled with termites.
Yeah, no, of course
great.
you get the termite inspection and all that before you buy the house. So we're good there. But we've been in the house for a month and a half.
I feel them crawling on me right now because you came over to my house. I feel like you passed on the termites. I feel like they've pretty much destroyed your brand new beautiful home already.
So the house doesn't have termites, but we got our stuff from Arizona that was stored there. We got our stuff shipped from the UK that was stored there. So we got like all of our stuff. Everything's moved in. We're putting everything away.
He had stuff everywhere. Had to get it all to Orlando.
He had multinational bugs in there.
Yeah. Well, no.
So
these are Florida bugs.
Yeah, these are of course they are. So the last item, literally the last one to get for the house that was a piano, and it was a stand-up. I don't know what's the term, but like a stand-up piano.
Piano, and a family member offered it to you,
so
right?
it was it was my grandmother's, kind of a family heirloom. She's given it to us, and it was being stored at another family member's house, my aunt and uncle.
They just didn't want no fucking piano in their house anymore.
I mean, pianos do take up a lot of room, and they are kind of a pain in the ass. Of course, if you ever want to move,
they're a bitch to move.
But it
was awesome, really nice of them to store it for us. And so finally made some arrangements. My uncle's the shit. He was able to get a box truck with a lift. Borrow it from a buddy of his, so I didn't have to like rent a U-Haul or anything.
Nice.
And so, you know, we went up there, drove up to Mount Dora. We go pick up this piano, bring it back to the house. Easy, good to go. We are done moving. It was
the literal last piece.
It was the last piece.
And you've got it in your living room inside the house?
Yeah, so it was, you know, it's
kind
in
of
the
a
house.
centerpiece. Well, not a centerpiece, but it's
nice.
a nice.
And Hannah actually plays, so it's like nice to have. She's really excited about it, and
sweetheart,
it definitely needs
why don't you
tuned.
go entertain the guests?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're gonna do that?
Tickle the ivories a bit.
Yeah. She doesn't ever
pour me a highball.
That never works. She won't ever play.
I'll
if
make
I
her.
ask her
I'll
to.
make her slap
Yeah.
around again.
Okay.
Slap around a bit. We'll get there.
That's definitely not gonna work. So we get this piano. That was Saturday. Tuesday, driving into work and like literally pulling into the parking lot. I get a call from my dad. Hey, so just found out that your aunt and uncle found termites in the room where the piano was stored. And of course, it's a wood piano, and so I'm like, "Fuck, dude! Did we just introduce termites into our brand new, into our
brand
house?
new house? Just
Yeah.
had everything like done, and now we bring in the termite piano into the house.
You brought like a mobile termite apartment block.
Right.
Yeah.
I said, "Hey, feast upon my house." Yeah, we.
I love it when everything goes wrong for my friends. Like,
yeah. So I look through the piano. There's no evidence of termites in there, but it was
Because they all got out already.
It was a oh fuck moment. I mean, we still have a bug guy coming out to fucking check because, I mean, I don't fucking know, dude.
It's smart. It's
yeah,
smart.
I don't. It's just safe. I know the smart thing to do. It seems like is just have someone come out and at least fucking check because I don't see any signs of them. But it's an old piano, so there is some wear and tear. There's
John Rambo, the termites in there, holed up, just ready to go.
I never told you guys this. I had an old rack before I got this whole like rack thing, like for all my gear or what have you. I had this rack that I had gotten from work that was a wooden rack that was basically kind of like a homemade built shit. And I would get these little like wood droplets everywhere that would like fall from it. Pretty sure just full of termites the whole entire time. Lived in
only being supported by termite corpses.
So yeah, I don't know how, but I had that thing in here for years, and I would find like just weirdly like these piled like it was like granular
it wasn't like particle board, like compressed wood.
It kind of
it might have just been like
just falling apart.
Because if you had termites, they would have fucked this whole place up.
Maybe, but I mean, it is a block house. Like, unless they got to like the roof, then I don't know.
Yeah.
But
they probably got to the roof and were like, oh, it's all lacquered up.
We don't like this. We're going back down. Like,
get back to the wood rack.
No, but I've always suspected that thing for having termites, and we didn't have any problems. Thankfully, you don't live in a wood house. Like, if you were buying like a 1930s old school wood house, you put that piano in there, I might be a little bit worried for you, but
I don't think it has termites.
I think
that was the big question. Like, did the piano introduce termites into their house, or did they already have the termites? And
they already had.
They already had them. They had.
That's what I.
Yeah,
think.
They already had them. I'm not worried about it now.
All right. Well,
but it was a moment of like, oh fuck.
In buying the house, if you had any other any arguments with Hannah about like this should be this way, or if you had any like real big and any, I want all the catastrophes that have happened.
I mean, no catastrophes, but like little shit. Like, I had to replace. Like, we went to replace a ceiling fan with this other light fixture, and in doing so, realized there was some really shoddy wiring in there.
That's a bummer.
And like, I could. It's one of those things like I troubleshot it and like didn't really come up with like any fucking reason. Like It just didn't really make much sense to me. Like, laid out the circuit, tried to figure everything out. What they did was real shady, real sketchy.
They tied onto a line or something.
Like using the ground wire as a neutral and like some real shoddy fucking wiring going on. And at the end of the day, like that's like could fucking burn down your house.
Right.
So like I could rewire it, but I'm a little worried about that because if some shit were to happen and then your insurance company it finds out that you did the wiring, like, do I lose? So it's like, fuck, I got to get an electrician out there.
Yeah.
Well, and especially with how like so many Florida insurance companies are just like, we're dropping whoever the fuck we want for any fucking reason whatsoever. Fuck you.
Yeah, so I got to get an electrician out. We have voles in the yard, which, if you're not familiar, they're like smaller moles.
Yeah,
and they're little fuckers.
Shoot them with a 22, bro.
I don't think you need a 22.
I don't think a BB gun would work.
Yeah, I think you could just stomp their heads in. I think you're probably pretty good.
Yeah, but you can't do that from like your back door.
Man, I could.
Stomp them?
Oh, I'd run out there and just like I'd be out there all night waiting for them to like. You show me where you're at, I'll stomp you good.
I want to do the pellet gun route. Can we just have like a sleepover and just pellet gun out?
Yeah,
in
but
your
they're not
yard?
gonna come out. No, they're not gonna come out like so you can shoot them.
Yeah,
Like,
they
you
will.
gotta no. You gotta.
You got
like,
some night vision goggles, right?
Yeah, he's an ex-marine. He must have some old stuff lying around. Like
every person who was in the military I know has like a vault,
a good
somewhere in their life.
He hasn't shown me the vault yet, but I know it's in his house. I know it's in his house somewhere.
You haven't seen the vault?
Well, you wouldn't.
He's talked about shooting too many times and like doing it recreationally for me to not believe that there's an armory somewhere.
I know where it is. I'm just not saying. You know, like you got to pull the thing and then flip the switch and hit the button. I know it's there.
That was something weird about the UK. Like, you can't really just go shooting.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Did you have to? Did you have to? I mean, I assume you own a few guns.
I left
them.
I left them here. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they would have.
No,
you couldn't have had those over there. Hell no. No.
You have to have like old breakaway, like pre 1950s shotguns.
He,
right?
he had to leave. He had to leave his dog here, because of the breed. I mean,
that was through internet research. After living there, I'm like, we could have brought her, but it was okay that we left her. It would have been very tough to find a place that would allow.
Maya is pit bull adjacent. Like
she's got pit in her. She's
not full
mix.
Pit, but she's.
But they have like Staffordshire Terriers, which are like pit bulls. They're a
not
bully
much
breed.
Different.
They have bulldog. They have pit bull type breeds over there. But if you were to look on the internet, you would think they would fucking
arrest you for having a pit bull
and kill your dog. Yeah, if you brought a pit bull over there. So we just didn't.
No, that's smart. That's smart.
Yeah.
All right. Well, have you talking about the termites thing? It kind of reminded me. Teresa was talking about the other day how a friend of hers, and this is a friend of a friend, and she's like, "How does this happen in your 30s?" But yeah, like she's in her 30s and she just got lice.
What?
And I'm like, what?
Gross.
I'm like, wait, yeah. First off, gross. Did
she have to shave her head?
Have any of us had lice?
I had it as a kid.
Did you have
but
it?
It
well,
went
you
there
were
elementary.
You're a trailer park kid. Like,
well, no, but we got
never had it.
We got it from
elementary
school.
Yeah.
No. I had it as a kid.
Not me.
From
I
elementary
remember.
School.
I don't think I ever had it, but I remember like getting the at school the comb, like they would.
I remember they would check
the lice check.
I remember the lice
which
check.
was that's odd looking back that some administrator was like combing your hair.
They probably
looking
still
for lice.
do it. They probably still do that.
In elementary, yeah.
I'm sure they do. But,
I
so
remember,
you're the only one out of all of us four that had lice.
Yeah, dude.
You would be.
Yeah.
You would
in a
be.
class.
If I were to look at the
was
four
it
of
in your
us,
mustache?
I would look at you.
Well, I didn't have a mustache at 9 years
You
old.
did it?
Oh, I thought you did.
I wish I would have. Imagine how cool that would have been to be like in kindergarten with a full-blown
a few Mexican kids that would probably have had it.
What? No, it was somebody brought it in and got like everybody in my class.
I mean, somebody did. Was it
That's
you?
usually how it works.
Yeah, but it could have been you. You don't know it wasn't you.
No, well, because my brother and sister didn't have it.
Well, I don't know. You don't know. You don't know.
Yeah.
Remember the spiny, what was it? The spine check thing they would do
Scoliosis.
for scoliosis. Like you'd have to and they would you'd bend over. And do you ever have that in middle? I think it was
had
middle.
that up north.
Dude, they
elementary or middle school. They do that. And
You
check
do
the
like on the
curvature.
ruler?
They did it all the way into high school for us.
I think it was curvature of the spine. So you had to take your shirt off and then you'd bend over and they'd look at to see if you had scoliosis.
It was always
or not.
At school? I don't never happen at school. That's like
It happened in my
No,
gym class.
It absolutely. It was my gym
remember
class. Yeah, it was my gym class.
Coach
We had that.
Coach
some
Miho
Polk County shit.
came into the like
from Wisconsin over here, and you
Yeah,
no, Coach Miho came into the locker room and he said, "All right, guys, scoliosis check. You know, line up here. When you get to the front of the line, take your shirt off and like bend over like this. We're just checking your back." And then everybody did it, and it sucked because I was a fat kid, and I'm like, I don't want anyone to see my titties.
Yeah, and take your shirt off. Yeah.
And God, dude, they teased me mercilessly.
Mikey's titties.
Wait, you had titties in elementary
I was a
school?
fat, yeah, I was a fat
Mikey's titties.
high schooler. The worst.
high school.
Okay, well, I'm sharing. Might as well go all the way. When I was in jail for 10 days for my DUI, at one point,
Long time.
I was talking while the CO, I guess, was talking, and I didn't know. He yanked me off my top bunk and like to the floor.
Oh,
Like I'm talking like a 6-7 foot drop from my bed to the floor.
this was the who yanked you?
The gigantic CO, like this.
Oh, correctional officer.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking to like this was like a name for like the big black.
Yeah,
dude
I was in there
here.
10 days, and CO,
yeah.
the fucking block leader. He
Yeah,
got
yeah,
no.
that's what
It
I
was the
thought.
correctional officer. I guess
Okay.
I was talking while he was, and he
Oh,
yanked me
you
down. In doing it, he tore my little jumpsuit, so my titty was hanging out.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "Go stand in front of the fucking window." And so I have to stand in front of this window with my hands handcuffed behind me.
Wow.
With my titty
With
hanging
your titty out. So
and
the
all the
other, so the other dudes could get the
It was-
pleasure of a titty, and
Yeah,
like
look at
they-
that
it
titty.
wasn't even
Yeah.
the other inmates. I was getting ragged on by other correctional officers.
Yeah. Did one come over and jerk on your tits?
No, I got
Yeah, you get a
Oh,
flat.
it's
Oh,
like
you
a
get an
slap.
up slap.
fucking
They give you an
flapjack,
up-
Yeah,
bro.
dude.
It
How
was
did that
fucking
not-
embarrassing.
How did that not motivate you to lose some weight after that? Like,
Well,
I would think I would be like the
It's-
most in shape
Okay.
person after that.
Well, here's the deal.
Pizza, good answer.
It's not like, okay, cool, I'm in jail and I just got up slapped on my titty. I'm gonna get out of here and
Change
succeed.
my life.
It was like, cool, I'm in jail and I just got up slapped by another full grown gentleman. I'm really gonna get out of here and go be depressed.
I mean, there's that. Let's talk about being depressed and go over to Ty over here, because
Depressed Ty?
I've noticed something on social media. Ty will not like pretty much anything that I post, anything social media related to Ono Radio show. He will not share it yet. Ty is the most thirsty motherfucker on the internet when it comes to any remotely attractive woman posts any sort of picture.
Heart.
First
Is
person,
this true?
Double heart.
first person to like. Ty, you do it every single time you're on the. And then I go over to the Instagram and I see you do it because I don't really use Instagram. You do it 10 times more on the Instagram than you do anywhere
I like
else.
Instagram more still.
Yeah,
But yeah.
You are hearting all the tits, hearting all the new hairstyles. Hearting,
What are we supposed to do when we see the tits, Owen?
I don't know
Not
either.
I don't
but
think I'm that thirsty when it comes
I
down
think-
to it.
I think you're thirsty. Your mom's basement thirsty at this
Now,
point. man.
also, Owen, hold
to a
the
degree,
fucking
sure.
phone, sir. If you're thirsty, it's a problem because you're married.
Mm.
But if lonely lives in his mom's basement, Ty wants to heart react a couple titties, I don't think we need to shame that. He's obviously not a puss hound. He's not going and crushing.
Well, if he's allowed, I should be allowed to heart a titty or two. Like
You can?
you know. I feel
You're
like-
allowed to thumbs up a lady picture.
Oh,
that is-
I do. I sometimes I wish
You're
that-
not allowed to. But Ty could wow. Ty could make the wow.
Oh,
face.
see, I don't think I
You
can go
can't
wow.
You.
I've got yeah.
The heart react to a titty picture is the closest thing Ty gets on a regular basis to touching a titty. Is double tapping it with his finger.
Ty, don't
I
take
mean-
that shit, dude. Don't take that shit from this guy. the guy with titties can't rag on you for not getting titties.
I have a good
You can
long
heart react
checklist
my
of sweet titties.
Yeah.
You know, it's okay right now. I'm not mad that I don't have any titties in my immediate area, but still, I do miss them.
And I do feel like you look back at somewhere, you're like, oh, I wish I was back in Orlando to look at that titty. Like, I think that
I could probably put that titty right in my mouth.
How are the
probably.
Wisconsin titties?
Fat.
I mean, there's a lot of big milkers out here. That's for
I
sure.
imagine.
yeah, big old Midwestern milker.
But
There
also
are
attached-
attractive women here. It's just way outnumbered by the unattractive women.
I'm sure you could be out there like fucking farmhands. Like
Oh, there's probably some good looking.
Oh, if I wanted to get laid, I could get laid. That would not be hard.
he just
but
doesn't want to, guys.
I hold myself to a certain standard.
Good for you.
That's fair. I had to bring it up that I've noticed how thirsty you've been.
I'm not that thirsty. I'm
you've
just liking people. You put a picture up. All right, girl.
pretty thirsty.
There's nothing wrong with that, Ty.
Pretty thirsty. Oh, Mikey, you know what I think it's time for?
Oh, hold on. I have 1, 2, 3. I think it's time to bring forth the clips.
Clips. You know you want 'em, baby. You know we got 'em, baby. You know you want 'em, baby. You know we got 'em, baby. Clips. You know we got 'em, baby. Clips. Yeah, Clips is the time of the show where our good buddy and clip commander Tom pulls us some stuff from the internet that he feels that we need to check out. Everybody, I think we've got some good ones for you this week. Let's just check this one. We all like Mario. We all know Mario. Apparently, they are making Mario nasty now. Hang on. Do I have to read? I might have to read this. On the 9th of November, 2022, verified Twitter user at Intendoofus posted an image of beloved video game character Mario Brother extending his middle finger in a crass gesture, revealing a new, darker direction for the historically family-friendly Mario franchise. Oh, okay. The role will never
Say
be...
what?
I mean, okay. I mean, he does look like he's flicking us off. Oh.
The middle finger, no, they'll never stop. I heard they're giving Mario a bulging crunch.
Whoa.
Oh. Let's be real, though. Mario is an Italian plumber. That dude's he's got a hog. Like, Mario's definitely probably got a hog on him. Right?
Okay, but think about this. His brother Luigi, tall, lanky.
Even bigger.
Mega hog.
Mega hog. He's Italian, too. Now he's swearing? Okay.
She's showing everyone her toadstool every night.
Yeah.
I don't like that. I feel like toadstool should be reserved for a dick commentary, not
A clit commentary?
a clit commentary. Yeah, toadstool
is more traditionally penis
like,
related.
yeah. Like it shouldn't be.
Maybe
Princess.
we wanted to use like a button mushroom.
Yeah,
For a clitoris, because it's also known as like the button.
Yeah.
I like Nasty Mario. I'm kind of down.
If they could get away, if Nintendo could make an adult version of Mario and not ruin their franchise,
They did it. It Conker's Bad Fur Day.
they did that.
It was on Nintendo, yeah.
What?
Yeah,
How,
it was.
how nasty was he?
I mean, it was risque.
Okay.
There was also Leisure. Well, I think maybe Leisure Suit Larry was a PlayStation title, but
Did
no,
Mario fuck?
there were a couple games on Nintendo's older lineup that kind of push.
But they actually put Mario in there.
Never Mario.
So that's what I'm saying.
It's always been
Yeah. Ulterior.
some other character.
Uh-huh.
I don't think Mario can do that stuff.
Yoshi would be doing dirty things with his tongue, though. Yeah, that's true.
Did you guys see? Did you see that SNL skit? The
Oh yeah, with
whatever.
Pedro Pascal as
Pedro.
Wario.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I did not.
It was okay. That's fine.
Meh.
Luigi's now unnoticed and he always vapes. You can see his turtles when the dope clouds fade.
See, I don't like this new world where it's like evil to vape. That was the good thing like 5 years ago. Like you're vaping, not smoking. I want Luigi just straight smoking. Like give me smoking.
I want him smoking joints too.
Yeah. Well, I can't deal with this song. It's enough for me. But that's why I think
I'm gonna say it again.
I do
I
like
like
the
Nasty Mario.
Well, I do like the idea. Let's move on a little bit though. Let's get into this right here. This is what is this? I think this is some 80s. Is it 80s or 90s Italian disco, which is always good, but this is a new one I haven't
Fuck yeah.
heard.
Sidney Rome,
Okay.
Maurizio Ninchetti,
Yeah.
Don Lurio, Uo Vadi.
All right.
Guys like that always make the best pop music.
Yeah, this is gonna be good. All right, so what's going on here, Mike? We need
So it appears that we have been transported back to ancient Rome.
Yeah, that's what I'm picking up.
We have a bunch of looks to be centurions. And there's a guy
This
kind
guy-
of dance like he walks into a room with a gigantic statue, and then a big old version of his head
Yeah.
pops out stage left. And we got some centurions are walking along. We got some animated like tough guy statues.
I feel like they're telling him they're shouting this guy, our singer here, out for not belonging with the rest of the crew. Is that right?
It looks kind of like that. And then the next scene, you have looks like a break dancer.
A break. Let's go into some break dancing. Some break dancing Romans.
They pull the invisible door, and then the nerd man, Maurizio, I assume.
Yeah. So this guy is dressed like a pretty prototypical nerd.
I think that's Maurizio Nichetti.
Yeah, I think that's their guy.
But he's out of place, like he's a time traveler in this era.
Yeah, but I think he's probably gonna win him over.
There's a lot of smoke in ancient Rome.
I've always noticed that in all the movies I've seen.
It's a real smoky place.
Yeah.
And I also don't think they danced like this in
Yeah, they did.
ancient Greece.
Yeah, of course they did.
No, this
Yeah.
is an 80s cocaine party, but they had a lot of money. They
No,
made
this
it
is-
kind of Roman.
Historically accurate is
There's a black
is this
strong man.
controversial? Is this a slave man? I don't want it to be a slave man. Oh no.
No, he's a strong man
Oh,
with his dick hanging out, basically.
this guy rules. I mean, the song's good.
It does kind of jam, yeah.
So there's a guy holding the fire, and then some strong Greek guys. They're stuffing Maurizio into a barrel, capping it. Where are they throwing it? Oh. Maurizio snuck out the bottom.
Yeah, he's sneaky.
There's men and women dancing provocatively.
I feel like there's got to be more to this. This feels like it's a movie. Because this is like an opening credit scene.
Choreography
Yeah,
by
yeah.
Don Lurio.
Yeah, I feel like it's. Oh shit! No, I did the wrong button. Here we go. I'll fast forward again. Here we go. Now, doesn't this feel like an opening credits for a movie?
Yeah, but what movie are we going with right now?
I don't know, but I
I think
want
they're
to
just
see
very
it.
proud of their video that the whole time they had to have credits.
Yeah.
It's actually,
Hey.
it's Bloodsport 5. Yeah.
Ancient Greece. Why
Serving peacock?
Yeah, but why would you serve it feathered?
Yeah.
Don't serve me a feathered peacock. Like, I'd eat the peacock. I'd eat the bird.
Yeah, why not?
But you got to get rid of them feathers.
I mean, even if you leave like the tail feathers on
to show you that it's a peacock, like it's kind of a thing, a decoration.
But roast the rest of it.
Yeah, don't fucking show. Yeah, I don't burn that bitch off or something.
Yeah. They're still carrying Maurizio around. Oh, they shuffled him off.
I thought I liked him at first. Decided I don't like this nerd.
This is when the orgy starts.
Oh. Quo vadis?
Yeah, I suppose we can look that up and figure out what that means, but I don't know. I don't like I'm just gonna go ahead and say whatever comedy character this guy is playing.
Quo vadis is a Latin phrase meaning where are you marching to?
No.
It's also commonly translated as where are you going?
No. Well.
So I guess his whole thing is like, where are you going?
Where are you going? Well, that doesn't, well, where is he going? They haven't told me anything. He's just
going to ancient
Where
Greece.
the fuck are you going?
Yeah, yeah. Don't ask
Maurizio,
me.
give me some hints, brother.
I don't know.
He's going to get more cocaine. That guy.
All right. African football exorcism. That's
You're a footballer. Ha! You do it the best.
Time for the ball, time for the ball.
all right, so we're in front of it. What appears to be, for me, like a mega church in Africa.
And he's gonna hit him with a nutmeg or something?
Well, they got some.
I think he's gonna give him a nut.
Two dudes in the front of the congregation with the soccer ball in between them. We'll see what happens. I don't know.
Here we go.
Oh. Looks like the preacher just schooled him.
Oh, and that exorcised his demon?
Maybe.
Time for the ball.
Oh, he's gonna beat so because the preacher is the one of God, you see? Like no one can take the ball.
And when he ankle breaks him,
Yeah.
he exorcises that demon.
Yeah. Look.
So wait, is Satan like just awful at football?
Is Satan the ball?
No,
because I guess the preacher couldn't be, yeah, maybe Satan's just terrible at football.
I mean, this guy's laughing right here, so he's not falling for that shit.
I don't know. A lot of...
I've never seen such kind of thing. Jesus is there.
Yes, why? Kakande na mpira. Chisera cha kuteba.
Pretty sure that was a really illegal move that the preacher did there, though, to take down that guy. Like, I don't feel that was appropriate.
I don't feel like he's even barely trying.
No. I feel like he might be taking this real simple, real easy.
I think you got to put it. See, this is the problem. We're trained with American evangelists who have to try just a little bit harder.
I do want to see, what is his name? Pat Roberts or whoever. Fuck. Like,
who was the dude with Olsen? I
don't know any of their names, but I would like to see one of our American Southern Baptist preachers do this.
In that mega super cathedral.
Do this. Oh, do that with who's that guy that stole all the money? Joel Osteen?
Joel Osteen.
Yeah, Joel Osteen. Like, have him do this.
I'll go with Jesus. I don't need to bother you. No. I'll just walk slowly.
Oh, this guy is cool though.
This
preacher, I would be into his shit.
There's a guy up in Wisconsin who does this. Only he does it on a hockey rink. And he stands in front of the goal, and when you go to try and shoot the goal, the Holy Spirit gets you, and you just
and then he eats up one piece of cheese every time. Yep, Lord's cheese, the Lord's cheese.
And the Lord said it was good.
Time for the ball.
Oh.
Time to score.
He's got three guys now.
There we go.
Oh wow, he's so good. These guys.
He is not good.
I got thrown
this
into
is
the
funny.
wall.
It is pretty funny.
this is the sort of church I would go to, though. Like,
We're all having a good time. Yeah.
You put a rock and roll, like a contemporary rock and roll band behind this.
Yeah, we could get
I'm fucking.
Right.
We could be making so.
I know we need to start a church, but it's a lot of money, man. I know.
It's not that much money.
Tax free.
Okay. So we got a guy here. This is.
He's gonna do the vocals for it too.
This is Dan Harp. What is it? Dan Vietner, but I think his channel is
Wiener.
Dan Harp.
Wiener.
Wiener. This is his cover of Wrecking Ball.
Our hearts in vain. We jumped, never asking why.
Production quality's good.
Playing harp.
Under your spell.
Voice of an angel.
No one could deny. Don't you?
Oh, he auto-tuned.
I just walked away. I will always want you. I can't live a lie running for my life.
I'm sort of mystified.
I will always want you. I came in like a wrecking ball.
Yeah, this is quality stuff right
Never
here.
hit so hard in love. All I wanted was to break your wall. All you ever did was wreck me. Yeah, you wrecked me. I put you high up in the sky. Now
He's got his own
you're not
backing
coming
vocal
down.
band.
I mean, I think his backing vocal band is him.
Yeah.
But-
He's
Yeah.
definitely
but-
playing a recorder. back
No,
there,
Owen, he's definitely part of like a septuplet.
Oh, clearly. Yeah. Can you describe him for me?
All right, so Dan Wiener is probably a 58-year-old man.
58's a good guess.
He's definitely pulling a hard horseshoe with the hairline. It's fallen way back. But Dan Wiener can play the harp, the recorder, the bass, and a regular guitar. This dude is a prodigy of sorts. I am assuming he mixes his own music as
I mean,
well.
and he does a fantastic job.
He's auto-tuned his voice for us.
I think we need more. I like him swinging in on the wrecking ball. I mean, this. Did he put more work in hours into the song or the video?
I'm only gonna say the song.
I think it's the video by far.
Only because, unless we're counting the video as in he had to take like 7 to 8.
Yeah, of course he
video
did.
clips.
Because of course he did.
But I don't know which side we're leaning that on, the video side or the music side.
I mean, look at him now. He's having a good time.
The guy's killing it.
Yeah, good for him.
Although he does have a very Brit mouth.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. He's might have to do something about this.
He's very vampire-like.
He has ghoulish tendencies.
Yeah, he does. He's got a very Bram Stoker's
Yeah.
Dracula to him.
He does.
He's elderly Tom Cruise the vampire in Interview with a Vampire.
And instead of using force, I guess I should have let you win.
I mean, gorgeous. Gorgeous.
You know, Owen, every time we show one of these self-made videos,
Ghoul people videos,
it really does inspire me a little bit to be like, why am I not
you should do
doing
this.
more of this?
You
Because I'm not as ghouly as Tom V.
No, but you wouldn't get as many clicks because you need to be worse looking than this guy to get the clicks. It's going.
I'm in
back
the middle
other
ground.
way.
I'm in the
Yeah,
middle
You're
ground.
too in the middle, man. You're too normal. Too normal.
You'd get some clicks.
You'd get. I mean, I don't.
The people who are like the ghoul light.
Yeah,
they don't want to get fully ghoul committed.
Well, that's our territory. We're
Ghoul light.
Yeah, we're ghoul light. Double D's, the last clip of the week here.
Oh, of course, yeah.
From Cream Job Express.
Okay,
I mean,
how is this not a
Ew.
porno? Your company's called Cream Job Express?
It could be a donut company.
No, this is a cream pie compilation.
Maybe
company.
I don't know. Double D's could be a tit wank thing. I don't know.
Yeah, of course it is.
D show, be lightning, Louis Eastside girls flash them. Double D's, 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 double D's.
I haven't seen a single boob yet, and I'm very
No
disappointed.
boobs.
Unless he's talking about Double D's nuts.
Maybe it's what he's doing, because it seems like he's doing a nut dance.
Double D's. Like chillin' double park, smoking double trouble trees. A fine girl walks, this is come look at these. Do a double take and see a monster double D's. I like what you're dealing, give me some of that, please. Swinging them hips like you're slinging double Glocks. Got me so hard like my dick full of rocks. Pounding you so hard that you.
None of this makes sense either, because the stuff that's going on the screen, do you want to be in Fisting Fireman 9 or not?
Well, they're trying to shoot a porn video, but the
Yeah.
girls aren't listening. And they're
Your
trying
socks, I double penetrate you if I had two cocks. In every other way, I'm more double than your man. Girl, give me a number so we can schedule a plan. Invite another girl so I can do a double date. Then double fuck them both and them double back out of state. Got fools to catch to double my monies. Go to the city with double the honeys. Working them so fast that they fall to the knees. Take a pearly necklace right above them double D's. Said take a pearly necklace right above those double D's. Double D's, double D's.
Still no girls.
Zero titties so far.
I don't know that this is
anything,
but are they worse at the musics, or are
Yes.
they worse at the porno?
Oh, are they worse than the previous guy,
because
Tom? Because they are way worse.
They could be like, I mean, I feel like they're trying to do porno.
I feel like they want to do a porno.
They
But
want
they don't have
to
a
do,
girl.
but they don't have a girl. Yeah, I haven't seen.
That's
one
because
yet.
we've literally seen
No
no
girls.
girls.
Yeah, you can't have a
There's
song
Walmart.
called Double
He's
D's.
he's air fucking everywhere.
Is that the girl?
Is that what they did?
They're beating a kid up.
This is good.
Again, I think this is a music video where all these guys were like, we all have ideas.
And then we're just gonna put them into a thing.
And we're gonna all put them in this video. And this guy's, the main guy's idea is like, I just want to be humping, like everywhere.
The fuck?
Oh, damn, I'm feeling all the stress. Looking for a girl with a big old chest. Like the second I see her look, I become a mess. She looks so good in that black strapless dress.
Best part of the video, right there, right there. Best
Yeah,
part of the
that is
video.
the best part.
Best part. Best part.
This fucking nerd.
Yeah,
It's the best.
it's the best part of the rhyme.
Oh my lord, I'm staring, I'm impressed. A girl that fine must have a family crest. I hope she likes mine because it's sewn on my vest. Titties so big they can hold the bird's nest. My eyes won't waver, I think I'm obsessed. So they call me shady because I wear creeper set.
Why couldn't they film?
Why is this just on?
Why
loop?
is it just on a loop?
Bro, all the foot, they only
like
had
the song's
so
too
much
long.
footage.
We need to just loop this.
Sitting in the corner with M&M's while they flex. Got feelings for you, listen up, they're complex. Girl, that's as classy as a con gets. You know you're fucking guilty, so plead no contest. Come
Do you think that this guy had kids and like played it for him when like this is what I did in college, right? Like this is.
I think these lyrics are actually coming off kind of rapey if you're paying attention.
Oh, they are. They
so
are.
I think this guy is actually he's telling all the guys in prison.
Oh.
He's like, I used to shoot music videos
Yeah,
before
yeah.
I started.
Check this out. When they
raping."
give me a cell phone, I'll show you. It's on YouTube.
and fuck with no protest. Come to my place and fuck with no protest. Bitch.
He basically said, "Come to my house and fuck, and don't don't
protest.
Don't protest about it."
Bounce 'em, 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 bounce 'em.
Also, by the way, none of these kids have ever seen an actual titty.
So it is straight up like this is high school, right? Like
This is high school or freshman in college. I mean, look at that dorm. It looks like a shithole.
Yeah. I got nothing. That was clips. You know you want 'em, baby. You know we got 'em, baby. You know you want 'em, baby. You know we got 'em, baby. Clips. You know we got 'em, baby. Clips. We got two things to do here real quick because I know we need to wrap things up imminently for the show. Let me go ahead and get rid of you so I can see Ty. Ty, are you there?
Zack.
Are you there? Where are you at? There we are. There
Zack.
we're back.
Yo.
We're back. No, we'll do this because Zach, you got to get out here fairly early, right? We can't keep you long.
What you got?
Well,
Zach, do you still work out?
I was gonna do.
You
two
don't look
things.
so swole.
Wow. You don't have to take that shit from
Let me adjust this camera. You motherfucker.
He says that living in his parents' basement, not having ever worked out. He's thin because he's ill.
Shut. I love you, Zach. I'm sorry, man.
It's all good, Ty. I do like your shirt, by the way. Beefy King still repping. Is that just because you're sad you're not here? Because I'm going to go get some tomorrow.
No, it's because he hasn't changed his shirt since he left town because he's smelly.
Same shirt.
Because he's smelly the whole time. He's probably
he probably has to be a little less smelly now because he was doing so bad at his job, Zach. They made him start coming back into work.
Yeah, did you hear about this one?
No.
I wasn't doing so bad.
He just
didn't
started,
work.
Oh, they let you work remotely and then you stopped working?
Yeah, he
so
was
they
like,
made you
I
come
got
back?
diabetes. I got to work from home. And then he just stopped showing up. And they were like, yo, if you want a job,
you got to come into the office.
Ty, how are your cysts doing?
Yeah.
Actually, yeah. I had one that was like on my balls.
Gross.
Like actually
Gross.
that
Yeah,
that
you're
was
a
the
gross,
roughest.
disgusting human being.
It was on his gooch.
Yeah.
Out of all the things that ever happened, that was the worst. Like right on the balls. I guarantee the girls at the clinic that I had to go to get my balls drained. Oof, they had a great night. They were so happy.
You had like a couple month episode with your balls being drained.
You had a ball cyst.
Yeah.
No, it's just one time, but it was.
I know
it
you've
was
had
weird.
to have multiple cysts drained while you're up there. You've been to you've had a few episodes up there, but they're a bit less than probably down here, I guess. That's
Mostly,
that's
I'm doing better with my health. I have like a all the time glucose monitor that I have.
You got one of them now, yeah.
It's not a pump, but it's like a monitor, so like I can look at my phone, know what my shit is.
So it doesn't
without
do
poking my
everything
finger.
for you, so you still are fucked up.
No, actually, I like that better. In all honesty, the pumps freak me out a little bit. So like,
Can you get a cake so you can like eat a piece of cake and like wait a few minutes and be like, I can have another piece of cake? Is that what you're doing?
Nah.
That's
as long as you take insulin to compensate for what you eat, it's okay.
He's
You
min
can do
maxing.
that.
He's
I
like,
know what he's doing.
I'll eat all the cake and then insulin. Oh.
And then you get a ball cyst.
Yeah, that's exactly what he does. I
Yeah,
know
but
it.
those
I
two
know it.
slices of cake, Zach,
worth the
worth the
it.
balls.
Worth it. Totally
So
worth
good.
it. Totally worth
So
it.
good.
So I got a list of reasons real quick that you might have been admitted to a mental asylum in the 1800s. And
I thought you were talking about me currently because you were looking into my eyes. I'm like,
well,
what the fuck, Owen? Like,
So-
what
so
do you
They'll
know?
definitely slap your titties in there.
from
Yeah,
this
oh,
is
yeah.
1864 to 1889 in America. I just want to read some of these out to you that are possible reasons that you might have been admitted into an actual facility, shall we say.
Oh, and how many of these are asterisk for these things can only happen to women's?
Well, I'm going to try and find all the ones that are all of us, okay?
Oh, good.
So, intemperance and business trouble. Yeah.
Does that just mean like being financially inept?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
That'll send me.
Not one of the ones that we have to worry about, but kicked in the head by a horse also was there.
Wait, that would get you sent to a mental institution?
Could do. We've got hereditary predisposition. That makes sense,
So your
dad was crazy, you might be crazy,
We're just
something
gonna
like that.
wait. So we're gonna hedge our bet and just send you there to the asylum early.
Might as well.
Hysteria. I like this one. Imaginary female trouble.
Oh, you have an imaginary female.
Imaginary. I'm just
No,
saying.
no.
I lock them up.
They're not saying you're having trouble with imaginary females. They're saying your troubles with females
Are imaginary.
imaginary.
You just reap them, basically. Like
No, I think they're saying
that's
like,
what I
"Hey,
do. That's
buddy, wait, your dick doesn't work." Wait, were they throwing you in a mental asylum because your dick stopped working?
Or your dick was working too good, and we'll get to some
Or
of those
they're
later.
saying women that have troubles are imagining them. They're not
Could be.
real.
It could be that. It could be that. I don't
Oh,
know.
well, I mean that makes sense because women's troubles are often
Imaginary.
imaginary.
I like this one. Immoral life. I mean, that's. I mean.
Oh, we would. Oh, I would have been in
Yeah.
a mental institution so long ago.
Laziness. That's a good.
Oh,
yeah.
1000%.
Good.
Yeah, and-
Lock them up.
Yeah.
Oof.
Marriage of son.
Wait,
What?
what?
Marriage of son. So if like a woman wanted to marry her son, that would.
Oh.
I mean,
Oh,
that's-
like
that's fair.
reverse Oedipus syndrome or
guess.
some shit like that?
Masturbation and syphilis.
Hmm.
That's
They
under
lump- they
that's
lumped
under
them
one
together?
thing. They lumped them together.
If you if you masturbate while you have syphilis, or if you masturbate
I don't know. It's what it
and
says.
or have syphilis.
Masturbation for 30 years. that's the next line.
If you masturbated for 30 years, you gotta go to
yeah. Too much masturbation.
I would agree on that one, though.
So wait,
It's fucking- we don't need those people out in
well,
public.
if I masturbated once a day for 30 years, I should be allowed in
Oh,
society.
I think it's a 30 years continuous.
Oh, continuous?
Yeah.
So
Oh,
wait, if
no.
if you start jerking it at like 10, and then
Did you take a year off?
yeah. Then I'm allowed to. I mean, I
so
don't know.
yeah, if you just took like a small
And then you're
like,
good to
break
go. And you're good to go.
and start up again, you got another 30 years.
Let's see. Overstudy of religion. Okay.
Oh, if you're a zealot, you're in
Yeah.
the institution.
Yeah. You could be menstrual deranged if you were a woman. Menstrual deranged.
So if you got PMS, you
Mm.
basically into an asylum.
like we're back to the masturbation one. Tobacco and masturbation also one. Like tobacco and masturbation.
I would. I've smoked a cigarette and jerked off at the same time. So yeah, I'm in jail. Or I'm in an asylum.
I think I've done that. Congestion of brain. I mean, fair.
If you got Alzheimer's, yeah, you're definitely going to an asylum.
Dropsy. Does that mean you just drop things?
I think
on
yeah,
it?
you lose like, your motors.
You're just
You're
clumsy.
You're like, okay, fuck
If
this
you
guy.
got butterfingers, you're going. We're putting you away.
Now here's one that actually, of course, makes complete sense, but it just says I like the way they put it back in those days. The war. Like, yeah, okay.
Oh, if you came back and you had a case of
Shell-shocked.
Yeah,
you had a case of the old war.
Greediness, superstition, but underneath superstition, it goes into, and it doesn't, like how it specifies here, shooting of daughter. Is
that a superstition?
Yeah, we're not. So I think you're allowed to shoot your son, but you're
Nah, your
not
daughter.
allowed to shoot your daughter. Snuff eating for 2 years. So
Oh, snuff is like that
like
powder.
yeah,
cocaine.
the powder. No, it's like powdered tobacco. Type
Oh yeah,
thing.
tobacco,
yeah.
sorry. I've always wanted to do snuff.
Excessive sexual abuse. Excessive.
Well.
Some sexual abuse is
That's
fine.
There's a line.
Excessive. Yeah. Egotism. That's gonna be a problem
wait.
for me.
Oh, and between greed and egotism, like 50% of America locked up.
Yeah.
Done.
Spinal irritation. I mean, because
You gotta go to a
Guilty.
mental asylum for that?
yeah, exactly. It's all the root. Rumor of husband murder. That's enough to get you in there. Just the rumor. And I don't I thought this was like a good thing back in the day, but they straight up have, if you remember, the Salvation Army fucking in there. Like they're fucking.
You're not giving away any of our shit.
Yeah. feebleness of intellect, which, I mean, they should probably be in there.
If you're a Downy,
well,
you're already going to an asylum.
Sexual abuse and stimulants.
So cocaine and sex get you.
Yeah. I don't know what this one means. Time of life. Does that just mean you're old? Like we can just put you.
It's a catch-all.
It's a catch.
I liked it. They said excessive sex and stimulants.
Yeah.
So if you just like to party and like do some blow and fuck, they're like, no, that's crazy behavior, man.
Lock him up.
Nobody, no regular person wants to fucking do cocaine.
But the best one, after they've mentioned all these different types of masturbations, the best one is that I find is deranged masturbation.
That I think might be the one masturbation on that list you can't pin me with.
Deranged masturbation.
I don't think I've ever just been going at my own dick like that.
What was that song we used to love?
Grand Day Out.
What was
Driving
that?
and I'm screaming and I'm vigorously masturbating.
Yeah.
That jam.
Play that to end the show, probably. But yeah, before we do, let's play a little game of dope as we wrap this up.
Yes.
Do it.
All right, we got to get some.
All right,
we got to get some
So,
royalty-free
Owen,
ska. I'll do that.
Dope ska.
I'm gonna start explaining the rules.
Fill it in.
All right.
Fill it in.
So Zach, in case you haven't been listening to the show, dope is a game. It's a game. It's a broad game category that we use to play a very specific game. It's basically a rating game. So how dope whatever works is Owen or myself or Ty, we come up with a category, and then we do kind of a round table of what is the dopest thing in that category.
So he's not explaining it well. We've had dope fish, we've had dope bird, we've had dope dog, dope kitchen appliance, and even a dope soup. So one person will start. We will go clockwise around, and we will each basically say something that has to be progressively doper than the last.
Okay.
If you and we as a community, we all judge if your choice is doper than the previous.
Okay.
If not, the previous goes on to the next round, and then if that's just the winner, it wins, right?
Got it.
So, pretty simple.
Dope.
Tonight, we're going with...
Oh, are we playing with mulligans this
You
week?
get one mulligan that you cancel out and you can hop back in. Yes, that's the rule. Tonight, we're doing Dope Sandwich!
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I start?
All right.
This ties into one of my thoughts for the week. So, you know, like over my career as a human, I really was never a Sloppy Joe man.
Okay.
I didn't like him.
Sloppy Joe's a sandwich.
Pro or negative Sloppy Joe for you guys?
I'm pro.
Yeah, pro.
I'm pro.
Yeah.
Pro Sloppy Joe?
Pro
Yeah, I'm
Sloppy
pro
Joe,
Sloppy Joe. I'm all right
Haven't
with
It
it.
always
had one in
seemed
a
like a
long time.
lazy thing that didn't sound good to me ever.
They got their place. They got their place. That's your first sandwich.
It's a good
recently though, I've had a really good couple Sloppy Joes that were like, fuck, put some pickles. I like cheese with my Sloppy Joe, but man,
you're stepping up Sloppy Joe's when you do that. For me, it's just bun Sloppy Joe meat sauce.
Okay.
Call it a day.
We had a friend in high school who said, "Oh, I make the best turkey Sloppy Joe," and I'm like, "That's not a fucking." If you take the fucking Sloppy Joe thing and put it on meat, you made it like everybody else. Eat dick. It's not a real. You can't be the best at it.
True. No, you're right.
Sloppy
you're right.
Joe is one of those sandwiches, like, it matters where you're having it, too. It's like you don't make Sloppy Joe for dinner. Sloppy Joe's like, we're hanging by the pool. We're at the lake. It's like an outdoor. For me, it's like an outdoors.
Yeah, you don't eat it. You don't eat it at your house.
Right. It's not like I'm going to serve I'm going to have friends over to make Sloppy Joes.
I kind of want.
Okay, all right.
But if you
Unless
did,
it was like a pool party or something.
Yeah, if
I
you
don't-
did,
know what I
you're
mean? Like,
outside.
yeah, it's an outside sandwich.
That's fair.
well, I still think Sloppy Joe's a good place to start. For
All
Dope
right, so
Sandwich.
start. So you're gonna start with Sloppy Joe, which now, Mike, it would go to you.
Okay.
You gotta beat what's a doper sandwich
than
than
a
Sloppy
Sloppy
Joe.
Okay, I've got a couple good sandwiches, but I think right now, the sandwich that I'd like to play that I think will beat Sloppy Joe, BLT.
All right.
Does
To me,
BLT beat Sloppy Joe?
I think BLT does beat Sloppy Joe because it's so simple. It's a simple sandwich, and it's like a refreshing sandwich. Like but it does matter the quality of ingredients though, because you can make a shitty BLT.
Owen?
Yeah,
I like a
it's
BLT too.
It's
Don't get me wrong.
It's BLT. BLT beats a Sloppy Joe for me. As a sandwich, I think I have to go, yeah, BLT.
All right.
Ty, you're out. Unless
No,
you got to use your mulligan, but yeah.
He's not out. I mean, he got beat, but it moves on.
It moves on. But no, I mean,
Is he out?
Well, unless he would use his mulligan the next round, and that's that.
That's true. I thought you only got out if your suggestion didn't beat the previous.
No, it means he has to use his mulligan right now to name another sandwich, and then if he doesn't get approval for the next one, then he's out.
Do I have to beat his next sandwich too?
Yes.
With BLT? Or does
So
he have to find
if
something?
I'm out now,
You
I'm
have to
out
get
for
something better than a BLT to stay in this
God
goddamn
damn it.
game.
Okay, so the rules have changed.
See,
Again.
see, every time. All right. Throwing my mulligan shot, and there's a lot of sandwiches I fucking love, but still I hold the Cuban on a high pedestal. I'm throwing the Cuban in.
Damn,
That's a good choice.
That's
Bro,
definitely better
that's-
than the BLT. That
Yeah.
hands down is
Hands
better than
down
a BLT.
better.
Okay.
Hands
That
down
might
better.
be the best sandwich.
But again, that's
It
end
might
game
be.
sandwich,
Fucking-
bro.
It is a Cuban sandwich.
That's end game. That's
Goes
Alright.
to you. Gotta beat a Cuban.
Again?
You gotta beat a Cuban.
Damn, this game gets tough. Because I don't know that I could have beat a
It's-
BLT, but he.
it's tough because we're not playing it like we normally play it.
I don't
I
think
tried to
there's
tell
rules
you
to this.
pre-game. It always happens.
So, bro. All right, we got to do it like this. I'm gonna say the Reuben sandwich.
No.
Sauerkraut, right? Get that shit out of
I'm
here.
not a Reuben guy.
No.
I'm not a Reuben guy. You're no. No.
I love Rubens,
See, I don't-
but I'm not going to betray myself.
I don't know that you can beat a Cuban, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I don't
Yeah,
think there's
well,
any sandwich that anybody. So
I
it,
got one.
All right, what you got?
Well, it goes to you next.
I don't think I have one. Like, I really
Okay,
don't.
All right.
then he's out too.
You're opting out.
No, then you're out.
Meatball sub.
Not better
That's
than
the
Cuban.
sub. Well,
It's
submarine
better
sandwich.
than a Cuban sandwich.
Nope.
It's not. It's not.
Roast beef sandwich. Roast beef melt.
Not better.
All better.
No.
Cuban top.
That's why I
sandwich?
complained that it's one of the best sandwiches.
It's pretty great.
It's an unfair sandwich, Ty. What about?
This is unfair.
No, again, because how the game is supposed
I
to
got
be
one.
played.
I got one. Turkey dinner sandwich.
Not better than a Cuban.
I don't know though.
I don't know.
I don't know.
So, I mean, can you go like brand specific? Because I would throw like a Publix Ultimate Sub on that list for top sandwich.
Not better than Cuban.
But not better than Cuban.
Not
I
better than
agree.
Cuban. Not better than Cuban. You're right. Maybe that's it. Maybe Cuban wins dope sandwich. For now.
It should.
And yeah, there's nothing wrong.
Those Thanksgiving Sammies are fucking banging,
Yeah.
but when it
They're
comes
good.
to a
They're in the top
festive battle,
5.
Yeah.
But even Reuben is not.
I feel like this is just versus packaged.
Shut
differently.
up. No one says that ever, and that's definitely not what it is. It's just it's got ska music. It's got ska
Okay,
music.
all right.
It's not. It's definitely not ska versus.
Anyway, that was dope sandwich.
Cubano!
It is honestly, dude. It's a
Good job, Ty. You
fucking
technically
amazing
won. You
sandwich.
technically, well, you pulled it. You pulled it.
Technically.
Yeah, technically. I don't know.
I don't know if we.
I think the
really
game was
won.
structured poorly.
Well,
But dude, You're talking roasted pork, delicious ham,
Pickles.
Mustard.
What type
And
of
then the
cheese
bread.
is
The
on that
bread's like a
bitch?
sweet-
Swiss usually.
It's usually Swiss.
Usually
Sweet
Swiss.
buttery
yeah.
bread.
Oh, and
Gotta
a
have that.
Cuban roll.
Yeah.
Breast.
Oh,
Now-
it's so crusty and toasted.
I've had much better Cubans than bad Cuban, or I've had much better Cubans than others, but I don't think I've ever necessarily had a bad Cuban.
Okay,
Like,
because
I've had
here's
I've
the
had
floor.
a bad, sub. I've had a bad, turkey sandwich or whatever it is, right? But I think it's pretty hard to fuck up a Cuban sandwich.
Look at this.
You're right.
Because here's what I would assume would be the floor for the Cuban sandwich, and that was the old school 7-Eleven pressed.
It
they
wasn't
press it in the
bad.
paper.
And again, it wasn't bad.
It wasn't
but
bad.
it
It
was
wasn't bad.
literally the floor for that sandwich.
You're right.
And it could
was
only go up
still-
and get better, and people still were eating the fuck. When I worked at 7-Eleven at 18, I would make honestly 5 to 6 Cuban sandwiches a day. And for a place that's not a sandwich shop,
And they were all for you.
I would eat one. So yeah, one was for me, and then I would serve another 5.
Extra pickles on that.
Yeah. Well, that one.
Well, I'd have to go over to the hot
the
dog bar
condiment station
and get extra mustard and then put relish on it. So
Of
I could
course.
have.
Well, naturally, that's what one does.
You still frequent the 7-Eleven, don't you?
Oh, I'm at the 70 all the time.
I
But
mean,
now,
I
like
go to
not
the
not
7
for like a drink, but
No,
like
he
for
goes
meals.
he goes for
oh
food.
no, I don't eat at 7-Eleven.
Yeah, you do. Yeah,
No,
you do. You stopped at
since the fir-
taquitos and.
I can't do it. They're just so awful, dude. I can't.
I don't know. I feel like
Now the thing, because I also
this is a new revelation to me because it's been like you were talking about it like 3 months ago.
So just because you brought Fritos and Skittles from the Wawa doesn't make it any different.
Yeah, but I just don't want to eat taquitos in from them anymore.
He just gets
I won't
taquitos
eat-
from Wawa now.
I say it like that because I used to, on a very regular basis, get 3 taquitos at a time.
And in fairness, Wawa food better than 7-Eleven. It's true. I mean, it is. It just is.
To be honest,
Wawa Cuban, not
like
bad.
80% of my diet is now just chicken and vegetables.
No,
It fucking sucks.
Wawa Cuban though.
I
Wawa
hate
Cuban,
it.
pretty good.
But I'm saying the old 7-Eleven Cuban was still a good, solid Cuban.
Pretty sure that saved my life once or twice.
Oh, from
yeah, just death.
I imagine Wisconsin not the best Cuban sandwiches up there.
There's an occasional Cuban here and there, and I've tried it, and it's not like piss poor, but it's definitely not Florida.
Definitely no
Florida,
black bean deli.
That
Or
sentence,
Florida's the home of the
Zazas or
Cuban.
something like
Yeah.
that sentence in Fond du Lac also applies to the actual number of Cuban people.
Yes, it does.
There's a couple of them here or there, but they're not the best.
Well, Ty likes to brag that they've got the best Mexican food up in Fond du
yeah.
Lac. Oh yeah,
There's some good Mexican food over
Yeah, he's still sticking by that one. He's still going with that.
I don't know if it's better than
how's-
Florida, but there's some standout spots.
Ty, how are the Chinese spots up in Fond du Lac?
Oh, they're good.
Still,
They're the same
Chinese
as
scares
everywhere.
the shit out of me. Yeah. Man,
Chinese
I've been
is-
treated
it's the
wrong
same
by
everywhere.
Chinese too many times. I can't do it.
Nah, I can't do it. I'm back on the Chinese. I've been back on it lately. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. That being said, it is time that we wrap up this episode of Oh No 2.0. Thank you for joining us. Please check out our Patreon. I've been uploading slowly but surely little bits of content sneakily over the week. I will continue to do so. Not going to tell you what that is. You got to join to sign up to find out what that is because it's a lot more fun that way. 407-906-6466 if you ever want to leave us a voicemail or call us live. Facebook.com/groups/Oh No Radio Show if you want to do any of that. If you're listening on the podcast, check out twitch.tv/ONRS Live. And of course, don't forget about OhNoRadioShow.com and Oh No Radio Show, wherever you find your podcasts. Boys, what is it that we say when we roll up out of here? everybody. We love you. Good night.
Zack.